Balthazar, are you recording?
I just did it then.
Excellent. Last session, you guys found yourself back in the caverns. You guys can hear me fine?
Yeah,
You
mate.
found yourself back in the caverns to sort out what the mess was happening at Faluna. The Rear Admiral, Corporal Lieutenant Commander, Reese Adrin, sent you to the cavern to find out what the fuck was happening with these rebellious elves and the assassination of the High Priestess that took place. So you found yourself here, you all slept and you took turns watching. There's a few words spoken by the wannabe High Priestess, what's her name? Eleonora, you guys have got it. You took notes last session, thank you.
No, I just
So
remember it.
Eleonora was having a quiet word to Din, and you guys took turns keeping watch. And in the middle of the night, all of the elven scouts started to attack you. And all of you had blades pointing at your throat, except for Hector, who was on watch and was alert at the time. Alert-ish. And Sephirinus, who was stoned and passed out underneath some stairs.
So,
the rest of
so
you...
basically she's just embodying her character right now.
Yeah, she's doing
Thank-
very well, Sephirinus.
Thank-
Well done. And the rest of you were fast asleep and had your heads ripped up and had a short sword pulled to your throat.
Oh, what the fuck?
So wait, hang on. Did you just say that we've got our hands bound? Fuck that.
No, you haven't got your hands
Oh,
bound.
Good.
They've grabbed you by like the top of the head, like they've scruffed your head. The ones that have hair, they grab your hair and they've.
This is what you guys get for having necks.
Yeah, take that next. And I awarded Thorag with a inspiration dice.
Yeah, because I was
As
a
we do.
bad motherfucker.
You're a bad motherfucker, you. Bad motherfucker half orc. You saved the princess and choked the rear admiral. No, well done.
And yeah, the person that we wanted you to threaten and throw into the pit, you let not throw into the pit.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna keep telling you guys who gets inspiration because I've given it out
And
every session and nobody's used it ever.
I've
So-
used it once.
Yeah, maybe you.
I've used mine, like, because I got inspiration first time round. I used that
All
shit.
right, thank you.
So
Defensive.
what-
I'm having a go at Din. He didn't use it last session.
I don't know how
I'm
to
reminding you.
Fucking, you just say I'm using inspiration, then roll a d6, and then it's gone forever.
So what is it? Is it just added? Does it add just a d6 to like attack and shit, or?
You get to use it once.
Are you doing the bardic one or just the reroll of a d20?
It's just a standard D&D
It's
inspiration.
okay, so inspiration is at the end of a session, a DM may give a character
Yeah, there's two different
for
inspirations.
embodying what they want from the campaign. Then once for the next campaign that they run, or the next session that they run, the person that has inspiration may spend their inspiration point to roll a d6 to any roll. It doesn't matter if it's attack, defense, blah fucking blah, to roll an extra value on top.
Right,
Okay?
that's the one.
Thanks, rulebook, Todd.
Thanks, Hector, because I don't remember everything.
And plus,
but
he's
yeah.
he's pretty drunk at the moment, so.
I've only had like 12 beers. I'm fine.
I
Okay.
can
Thorag
totally drive.
Thorag has got inspiration.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that encompasses the last session that we had. Is there anything else anyone wants to touch on?
I was right, and Thorag should have kicked the person down the pit.
I also grew 3 levels.
No, I'm pretty sure no one achieved anything last game. Nothing.
That's fair.
Damn it, now I can delete all that.
But it was fun. It was fun.
Okay.
Alright,
Keep
let's
this big.
start.
All right, let's start. Can I get a show of hands who voted for Billie Eilish for Triple J Hottest 100?
What's that?
Can I have a show of hands who voted for the Triple J Hottest 100?
Should have, but no.
Good talk, let's continue.
Very good. No one starts with disadvantage on all of their rolls. Moving along.
It's hilarious.
Sephirinus, can I get a perception roll from you, please?
A perception roll.
I'll reload this.
My Peter's knees are bloody and it shows
And what's this for?
Perception.
He will tell you after you roll your perception check.
Oh, but why am I doing it?
I'll
Because he'll tell
why.
you after you do it. He doesn't have to tell you.
That's in.
So as this is all happening, everybody has their blades to their throats, and Hector is shouting, "Watch out!" I'm sure that's what he did. And Eleonora turns.
Not shouting penis, but
Eleonora turns to Din, to the right of her. Said, "This is all your fault. You could have stopped this." And this sort of like shouting and all that has sort of awoken you, Sephirinus. And you're a little bit dazed and you're not too sure. And you look out, you kind of roll over underneath the stairs there, and you see everybody, and they've got the knives cut to their throat, and you are quite alert of the situation now. You're sort of like gotten ready. You're still on your like hands and knees getting up, but you can see everybody that's around you. So you're fully aware of all this. Why did I get drunk before combat?
Because fuck you, that's why.
oh, roll an initiative.
No, wait. Oh, just let me think. Yeah, roll initiative.
Yeah.
That's not something to yeah about.
There are two types of people.
Those that yeah and those that do not.
Why did mine not show up here?
Those who fear initiative, and those who look forward to kicking some ass.
Ah, there it is.
Fuck yeah. I get to go the same time as the priestess.
Side note, I rolled an 18, but it didn't show up in the turn order.
It showed up for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Okay.
What? You rolled a what?
18.
He did it the old.
You didn't
Why?
use the necro. It's because you didn't use
Oh.
the necro.
Oh, okay, I clicked on the wrong thing then.
I'm sure. Hold on, I can pitch you in.
Oh, cool.
Do I
What'd
get
you
an
roll?
attack
18?
advantage
yeah.
at least? Because I've not got a knife to my throat.
Who's Bathy Wathy? Oh, right.
What?
Was there anyone
I got it.
anyone else that didn't? Sephirinus, have you rolled initiative?
Wealthy!
She rolled a 20 by the looks of it.
I really like
Oh, right.
I am right now.
Oh, like, what the fuck are you on about?
What'd you roll?
She,
20.
You rolled 9 first. Oh no, sorry, that was my bad.
Good. Now that we've got the plebs up to speed, all the way around.
Fuck yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Okay. Right. Because you were all surprised, the 3 guards that were holding all of you went to slice your throats as soon as this happened. So they have you by the heads. They're attacking you. They're slicing your throats. Okay. Who started with Din as he rolled the lowest?
Yeah, he's the lowest.
Ugh. The one that holds Din sort of just like slices him and takes a chink out of his armor, but he doesn't do any armor. The one holding Thorag, one ripped like a big old Beyblade, but a sword to a neck. What's your AC?
Let it rip.
Let it rip.
It's
Thorag's
16.
Thorag's big muscular neck he doesn't get quite that nice little cut that you want on that tomato when you cut it. It just slides right off. Doesn't get it right. And the one holding Balthazar, good luck. What? 20.
surely my 18 only be 16 as well right now.
Hey?
Surely my 18 only be 16 as well right now, because it's not like I'm going to sleep with the shield.
Wait, did he get a nat 20?
No, okay, yeah, 16. No, he didn't get a 20. He got a 16 plus 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
choppy,
so
choppy, pee.
well, if yours is 16, it doesn't matter anyway, because this one
Yeah.
hits you. And you just feel this blade straight through your throat, and you have never felt any steel pierce your skin like this before. And it goes straight through, and it just, not all the way, but it's deep enough, and you feel it, Balthazar. For the first time you're feeling something deals damage to you. And it
You're
deals you
feeling
7
something, Balthy.
Hang on, how
Seven.
much?
That's time in your life.
7 damage.
All right. Let's get the show on the road.
All the rest of the... Where'd the music go? Ugh.
Alright. Don't worry, I got it. White shirt.
Don't you
Oh,
dare.
sorry.
Crispy toes.
Oh, make him
Because
stop.
they're the bad guys. Make you want to cry, guys. Trying to fuck your dad, guys. They're the bad
I
guys.
don't think that's the lyrics.
Like,
Hey,
like every lyric you said was wrong. but the
singing
gist
about
was
fucking
right.
dads. Is that not the lyrics? I'm on a-
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't care if they're the lyrics. They are the lyrics.
She won.
All right, we got
Like,
some tunes now as well.
That's all. William Eyelash. Yeah.
So, Fairness, you have seen this like attack happen. You are ready, and you see everybody like you see all the swords happen at once, just slice everybody's throat, and you're not sure whether people are dead or not. But you're next. You feel this sudden urge, and you're ready to attack, if you want to attack.
He's a real bird, by the way.
You've got chocolate. I've got beer.
I'm feeling
Has
like
any-
it might,
I got
Go on,
this
sorry.
pulling person out of a car.
I'm feeling like it might be a good idea to try and get close to Eleonora and see if I can try and kill her. Then
Mutilate
hopefully
her,
it will
please.
stop.
Eldritch Blast.
She was so nice to you.
She was nice to me too. You know, up until about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I thought she was
I
friendly.
thought that she tried to fuck you and you said no.
I don't know what she said to
Exactly.
him.
Because you're a good Puritan boy.
I wouldn't say that.
Sorry, Din's a good Puritan boy.
You're one to talk, being locked in the tower with the fucking high priestess. And doing that.
I'm trying to think how I would move.
I love this inner turmoil. It makes good storytelling.
Look, just because Hector has taken a pledge of chivalry, of chastity and fucking teetotaling, does not mean that he's lame. It
Does
just
that
means that
really
he,
work with?
he likes to project his dick onto others.
Right.
Is Sephirinus okay?
I
Go and get a
don't-
bag of Doritos.
Like a fucking mood.
Now, oh, okay, so I'm wanting to move up, and to see if I can sort of try and push Eleonora to the pit.
Okay, so I don't know whether you'll be able to move that far, as you have 25 spaces walking.
And that's the bit
As a
out.
halfling.
Ah, okay,
Yeah, so you've only got 25 spaces to use.
okay. Well,
Having said that, you have range attack, so you don't have to get that close.
Patches, out!
Oh, Patches!
Come on, Patches! Oh!
So
Patches.
naughty.
Still Houlihan.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dive, duck, dick, dive,
Then
and dodge.
dodge.
Alright, sorry.
God, as close as
That's
So
alright.
I can't move that far, but what was the next?
Come take a rest from that fine lead-based paint.
So you're currently hidden. If you start moving, I'll
Stealth check.
depends. I don't remember whether you stay hidden. Jody always seemed to stay hidden if you were stealthy. So
Just make it do a stealth check.
Motherfucker. I bet you
Yeah,
he's
so if-
playing. He's
if
so
you
stealthy,
roll-
he's probably playing.
he is. You guys don't even know he's here. If you move, I'll get you to roll a stealth check, and I'll make the guys to roll a perception check, and that'll determine whether you're hidden or not. If that helps.
Yeah. Alright. So if I can't move that far, I'm thinking of moving up and trying to just trying to defend these two here.
Yep.
I have a question
For who?
for you. Is the
Hmm?
sword still at Balthazar's neck?
No, so he basically, they had their short swords here, and at the moment it's just like,
Oh, because I thought you just went.
no, it wasn't a stabbing, it was just a slicing sort of action.
Okay, because like in my head,
Maybe cool.
Balthazar just had this sword stuck in his neck.
No, leave it there. He's gonna feel it.
Balthazar, would you like a sword stuck in your neck?
You bleed everywhere.
For comedic purposes, yes.
Alright, so Balthazar was laying here with his head like, and they saw that he was a dragonborn, so they just went, and then he's like, I can't get it out!
Yes.
Alright, happy?
Yeah,
Sephiroth,
yeah.
you're up.
Does that mean that
Yeah.
has this one?
So I want to move up here. Oh. So
Whereabouts?
now, trying to there. So I wanted to move up to about. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get in range of their stabby.
Is it
You're
because they're
probably
the bad guys? No.
Stop it, Todd.
I'm so confused. What's going on?
You're probably going to be in range because they're all like elves. They all have fucking bows and shit, so they're probably going to get you no matter what. So
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Fucking,
just grow a pair,
just make a fucking decision.
Todd.
Calm down, Todd.
I
Todd,
know
we're not.
what my
we're not-
decision is.
Yeah, you want to go on a big pirate adventure? Shut the fuck up. I heard it.
That is 100% true.
I vote for that too.
So
Yeah.
I'll try and attack this one. Try and defend Thorax.
Alright, very well. How will you attack?
Well, try my Eldritch Blast.
Very well.
That was a very timid way to say Eldritch.
Well, it
Just screaming.
very rarely works for me.
Huh.
But we'll see.
Sephiroth was one of these half elves that asked for all this amazing power, and then when she got it, she was like, "What do I do with it?"
There.
It's like I've made a pact with a demon to live to be able to cast like Eldritch Blast out of my hands. But what should I use them for? Should I use them for cooking? Making
That's
soup?
your attack. Alright, so you just, can you also roll a stealth check for me? Oh, actually, what we'll do, roll for damage first. So click Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Whoa. So you just, like, from the corners of your little dark hidey hole, you just, like, let a huge Eldritch Blast. And, Elf just gets knocked. Like, he's holding Thorax's head, but just gets blasted, and he moves this far over to here. And, you deal him bunch of damage. He's sort of, like, on the floor. He's just sort of crippled at the moment. And he doesn't know what hit him. Ooh, that's alright.
Oh, I guess
And he's just got like blood. He's like, his eyes and nose are like bleeding at the moment. Like he's got hit really hard. Now can you roll a stealth check for me?
Now stealth.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh.
fucking boom.
No one knows where that came from.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the elves are usually all on top of this. They didn't see a thing. They don't know where this blast came from. They don't know what happened. All they saw was just this big wave of power hit one of their mates and just go flying. And Eleanor is the same. She just looks out like a puzzled look. She was looking at Din, and now she's sort of turned to everyone and seen this big blast that is elf happen. She knows someone else is in the room, and she's not sure who it is. Right, let's move along. Sorry, Sephiroth is at the end of your turn. Do you want to move bonus action?
I would like to move closer. Yes. So,
Mhm.
how do you
Use the ruler.
measures here.
You can count. Every box is 5 feet. You can move 25 feet.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move up. Maybe there. Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. Turn over. Yes. Question. That was a question.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you doing anything else, Nicole?
No.
Job done. Job done. All right. Well, Bouthy Wouthy isn't up.
Isn't he?
Job's fair.
Eleanor saw that blast come, but she still has her eyes on Din. She's just furious. You see this fire in her eyes, and she, ooh. Oh no! What's happening? Go away, screen. I don't want to edit token. She races up to Din.
See the fire in her eyes? Or
Sorry.
do I have to roll perception to see the fire in her eyes?
No, you have dark vision, and all you
Okay.
can see is the fire in her eyes.
Nice.
It's very bright. And anyway, you're laying there. Din's laying there with. Holy shit! What the fuck? Din's laying there with his head held up, and he just feels Eleanor like slash out with her hands. That's what happens when it's a crit.
Double.
Never mind.
Double dice
Yes.
damage.
No. Anyway, it's up to me. Anyway, she just slashes, and she's like slashing her hands at you, and you just feel these like razor sharp claws go across your chest, cutting through your leather armor, and you take 19 damage.
Oh,
That seems bad for you.
Yeah,
no,
not
it's
good.
not ideal.
Healer, do we have a healer?
I think my token there.
As a DM, I'm sorry. Wow. Okay. Yep.
That's
As Hector was fully aware of everything that was happening around him.
Hey, whoa,
It's
sorry,
his turn.
time out,
Yeah.
sorry, time out.
Yeah.
You missed like all my go and Balthazar's.
Why? Why would I do that?
Because you went to...
I think it's because they got a surprise attack.
Maybe because you're asleep.
Surprise attack.
I'm not asleep because I got
Surprise!
woken up and then I'm not engaged anymore. Why did I lose my turn?
Because you were asleep!
You were
This
asleep.
is their turn, and then it's backed into the
Pretty
initiative
okay,
after.
okay.
Everybody was asleep.
Okay,
Alright. I
okay,
made
okay.
everyone roll perception roll when all of this was happening, and no one rolled high enough.
I didn't roll perception, but okay.
No, last game.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, cool. Alright, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry. And...
You following? You following?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picking up what
We
you're
good?
putting down.
We good?
Yep.
This is the big lead now. Din is getting hit, but 19 damage. Hector with an initiative of 6. It is your turn.
Awesome. I want to chuck the guy that's grappling me into the pit.
Okay.
yeah, okay.
What I want you as a move is if you're just going to grab him.
Strength.
Strength check.
I think it'd be
Strength
I think it'd be a post
Straight up
strength check.
strength
You
check.
should pick a number he has to get first, though.
Strength check.
Hang on.
I roll a save. If
I
this
think-
guy doesn't
Save, okay.
strength
No,
check,
it's a
Yeah, I think it's a post strength
you're
check.
going to outmuscle this scout. You're going to outmuscle guy.
You're gonna move in one space.
Roll a strength check.
Barrel roll.
11.
You just grab this scout, and you are a burly high elf, fully armored, You've just come back from the gym.
Yeah.
From the gym,
You swole boy.
working out from your Lord and Savior, Jirai. And you just grab this half elf. He's like, "Let go!" You're like, "Argh!" This elf he topples into that big abyss. He's. Oh, where's the symbol that says he?
Save to catch the wall or something?
Hey?
Do they get to try and save, like catch the wall or something, or is he gone?
I rolled a strength save and he no.
Be bad.
No, this guy, I'm not giving the option. He's
He's dead.
Let's put a snail picture on him.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that guy is falling. Look, if there is what 6 seconds of in a round of combat.
Yeah.
By all means, if you want to throw him a rope, be my guest. But he doesn't deserve to live.
If anyone wants to throw him a rope,
I mean, he might grab it and pull me out of this situation where I'm like,
Alright. Hector, you got any more moves in you, mate? That was a. I'm gonna make that action.
I just want to check. Can I cast John Cena as a bonus action?
I don't know. Is it a bonus
I
action?
think he can.
Yeah, because
I
you said
think
that was
anything
just.
with it.
Hold on. Just check if I cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action. Fucking pain in the ass.
yeah, do the bonus action.
Yes, I can. I cast John Cena.
Yay!
Well, you know how to cast it now.
Yeah, I do.
Where's the music?
Music.
Hold on.
How are you not prepared for this shit?
I was too busy chucking a guy down a throw.
You knew this was gonna happen.
I love it how it's a 10-foot sword.
What is
I was making it small, but I don't know how to.
No. The spiritual weapon is 10 foot.
Okay, and then for the bonus action, it's going to attack
That was your bonus
Eleonora.
action. No, that was your bonus action.
Oh, was my bonus action?
To cast
Yeah.
the spell.
Okay. Okay.
Did
Let's
you
put a
cast it
use
though?
of flanking Eleonora.
Did you cast it?
Yeah,
I didn't hear it.
I did. Hold on.
We're not supposed to see John Cena. We can hear him though. There we go. That's a John Cena sword. John Cena sword. The sword with the stupid face of John Cena.
I actually prefer it if it's just like a ghostly John Cena.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
all right.
John Cena is out.
Hold on. I'm
looks-
just grabbing a beer.
So, my turn's been productive. What about yours?
This night is not gonna be productive.
He puts the music on.
Hey, Thorag, say congratulations from myself and my wife.
Zach and Taj say congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
They can't hear you.
Thank you.
No, no.
Thank you so much.
Well done, well done.
Saying well done. They're saying well done. Yes, she's very, very thankful. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
God bless
Good.
us, everyone.
Right, this ghost sword that had the meanest face anybody ever saw
But we
If you,
didn't
if
see
you
it.
saw
showed
it,
up, but they weren't sure whether they saw it or not, but it showed up. As the music appeared and a flash of light, the sword appeared right next to Eleonora. And while this was all happening, all of the other elves got themselves ready. This one, right near Balthazar, goes again.
it needs a new weapon though.
Yeah, no. He's trying to like pull out this sword. He's trying to pull this sword. And Balthazar at this point is woken up. And he's just,
Fucking I hope so.
no, you're not having this back. This
No, I'm about to
sword
give
is-
it back.
He's trying to pull it.
I'm about to give
but
it
it's
back.
Coming back.
You know, if you pull
This
it
one,
out, you're
right?
gonna start bleeding everywhere.
No, I won't.
This one right near Thorag races in.
Come at me,
He's
bitch.
got his sword. And he's feeling wounded from the Eldritch Blast that he received earlier. And he takes a big lunge at Thorag. And rolls 20. That's, well, I don't need to tell you guys that hits, does I? And he just deals him he just stabs him and he deals him 4 damage.
Alright.
Going up here on the ledge, pulls out his longbow. He says, "This is the best weapon I can use in a cave." And he shoots at Thorag as well,
Fuck.
which hits him for 6.
Fuck's sake.
I'm
Oh,
probably
what have I
about to die. Just heads up, everybody.
This one races over here and he readies his bow. This one here shoots Balthazar with his longbow. And just like the arrow tings off the sword right near his neck. It protects him. Ding! It doesn't hit him. This one over here, right near Din, sees that that's it. This is the end for this piece of shit elf. And he pulls out his short sword that he had near his neck. Oh, what's your And he just slices him straight through his armor into his chest.
Oh fuck!
Deals him for 3 damage.
Oh.
This one's in a pit.
This one is dead.
Did anybody throw a rope?
I don't think I've done this one. This one's coming in. He runs forward and he's chasing Hector with his short sword and he pulls it out and he starts thrusting. He comes forward. And he slips. He misses.
Does he also fall into the pit?
Oh, he's about to go in the pit.
No, he hasn't. Right, that is a 10. Why is Sephirinus and Balthy Walthy coming as 38 and 36? Anyway, Sephirinus, you're up. None of them have seen you.
Alright. So, I'm feeling like I need to... before he kills Thorag. So...
Just saying. Hello. I'm on the depths today.
What?
I have a sword in me.
Oh,
At the moment, everybody can see Din. Din is back. He hasn't even got up from the ground yet. And he has slices all the way down his body. You can see an opening where his guts are starting to fall out. And he's got a short sword straight through his chest.
And then behind the bad guy is a giant picture of John Cena.
And you honestly, most of you think Din is dead at this moment.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
He's going to heal himself.
I'm not. I didn't mean. I was like, oh, what is this doing?
I lost 2 health. Self-heal.
I'm wanting to try one of my spells I haven't tried. There's the Find Familiar spell.
Oh god, here we go. We're going to be here for a half an hour. Yes?
If I start doing that, can I use it straight away, or do I have to use it?
What does it say? Bring it up in the chat and we will all talk through this.
Argue our way through it. Holy
Oh
shit.
fuck, that's too much!
That's going to take an hour to cast. No, don't do that.
Oh,
That takes an hour!
Oh
You
yeah.
don't have a familiar!
I cast, sorry.
so I
It's
can't
an
use
hour.
that.
You will...
You'll definitely die.
You can do it, but this battle's going to be over before you finish it.
Yeah. This, Sephirinus, this kind of spell, you need to say, like, tell me before that you plan on casting it
Okay.
when you guys aren't in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can make you tokens, because what it does is like Hector's spirit sword that sort of looks like a wrestler. I have to make the sort of token for you so you can control and kill people with it.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, but it does take an hour.
God.
Hector's is pretty much instant though, so.
Yeah. Okay, well we won't do that. Do I have to move around? Let's
You
go.
don't have to move anywhere. Who are you going for?
This one.
Thorag is currently on the ground, so I will say no, you do not have to go around to attack that one, and you have advantage on your attack.
Okay. Well, because
Oh,
last
God.
time... Well, yes, last time went well. Right there. That's there.
Hadouken!
Oh.
What are you doing?
You can't just write the number 13. What was that?
She rolled a 15 and then straight to damage, not knowing if it hit.
Oh, am I not supposed to do that?
No, that's okay. You can do that, but
Check if it hits first.
is it really a 1d10 plus 3?
Yes.
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a level 1 cantrip.
Yeah, it's why every warlock does it. It's why every warlock does it.
Yeah, obviously. So fairness, you're still hidden. And with all your might, you elect another huge Eldritch Blast. Boots! It goes, Thorag is down on his back, and he's currently just had like a sword put in him and an arrow put in him. And he just feels this wave over the top of his head. Whoosh! And it hits this elf here, and he just goes flying here. And he sort of lands right near the pit, and his arm is dangling over the top. And he's completely knocked out. He looks unconscious. He's pretty much dead.
They're dead. Hold on.
Where's my little cross?
There's actually a grapple action I found in
Wait,
the
is he pretty much dead or actually?
No, he is dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Okay.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Alright.
Ooh.
I don't think that's gonna pass their passive. No.
They gonna find you.
Oh,
The second blast that you sent for, all elves just saw where it come from, and they see this hooded little halfling, and they're like, "Whoa, where did she come from?" But they know you're there. Eleonora. She also sees you. She turns around. And yeah, she's like, another female.
Stub my toe. Never mind.
That's your turn, Sephirinus.
I want to just keep moving closer to Eleonora.
Yeah, everybody has started to see you right now, so you've got nothing to lose at this moment.
But if you cut through those two there, you're going to probably take opportunity attacks.
Sorry?
If you cut through those two, you're probably going to take opportunity attacks.
So,
If you're going to try and get to Eleonora, you're going to have to sort of go round up this way.
go around them.
If you run through that at the moment, I will let you, as you have just come out of stealth and everybody's still in shock that you were there.
Okay. Never mind what I just said.
All of this turn happens within a few seconds.
Yeah.
So she's Eldritch blasting and running away while they've noticed, so.
Then I'll move to here.
You sure you want to move there?
Well, did we say I could or not?
So you can move 5.
Yeah.
You can move 5 spaces. Healer! Touch.
Oh my god, I'm so confused. Okay, so I was
You're
there.
in a perfect
See,
position
you
to get
can you can move 5.
Yeah, no, it was maybe 5. 1. Or as
1,
in diagonal.
2, 3. Yeah, you can go straight to the water if you want.
But you'll probably drown. Remember, she's only like 3 feet tall.
Just from your memory, Eleonora was only standing in up to her knees.
So basically up to her face.
Well, yeah, she'd be like up to
Up
a
there. Hang on, I'll keep
to
going.
mid waist. Yeah, happy there?
No, I had
No?
2 more, I'm pretty sure. There.
Okay,
Make a survival check.
let's go. You slowly start to sink. I don't know. It keeps
He needs to
adding.
edit the mark. He needs to edit the marker.
Oh, wow.
But it's in the right order, so I'm happy to just roll with it. Balthazar, it's your turn. You're on the ground. You have a sword in
With
your
a sword
neck.
in your fucking neck.
Can I get up and sort of step over Thorag's body so I'm looking kind of straight down this way?
No, because you're in. No, because you're in. This person's engaged with you.
Yeah, but I'm still staying engaged with them.
You're
Yeah,
also
right.
technically
How am I
in
supposed
his
to
area.
Where did Thorag go?
He's underneath me.
He's standing on top of me. You can't stand on top of me.
So what do you? Yeah, you can't stand on people, man.
Alright.
It'll take you 15 movement points to get up.
Yeah, and then I can't do one to step over Thorag.
You can step through, like you can go diagonally to here.
Yeah, no, we'll leave it there. Can I, Godzilla this sucker? And use my breath weapon.
Your what?
My breath weapon.
It's up to you. What do you want to do?
I would like to use my breath weapon, so he needs to
From
make
where you are?
Yeah, from where I am. So he needs to make a DC 14 dex save.
14 dex. How long is your breath? What
It's
pattern
the-
is the breath?
Sorry?
What pattern is
Is
the
your
breath?
breath girthy?
It's their line.
Sorry, just a line. How
Yeah,
many?
it's a 30-foot line, I think it is. 30 foot?
30 foot.
Yeah,
Okay, and he needs to make a 14 dex.
yeah.
Otherwise, take how much damage?
2d6. Or half.
Roll that 2d6.
9?
9.
9?
You just like you've got this
I'm
stuck in your neck, and you let out this huge acid breath, and you're like, "Wah!"
I'm doing
It's
it like
acid.
I want to do it
acid.
straight down him if I can.
Where?
What? It'd
Like-
be like a fucking sprinkler.
You have to tell me this before you actually roll. What do
I
you
want to
want to do?
Godzilla him. Godzilla him like straight down his throat.
Roll him.
Down
Be
his throat.
descriptive. It makes things easier.
I am getting up. I am grabbing him and I am dragon breathing straight down his throat, down his face, and for 9 damage, unless he made the save.
Oh. You just blast him, he's covered and he's screaming, and you're taking off like the top 4 layers of his elven skin.
Cool,
And you could just see him melting underneath you.
cool.
He just lets out a gargling scream. "Ah!"
And that's my turn. Oh, unless I can grab my shield as well. But
Healing spells.
Yeah, in the time you've got up, you've grabbed your shield. That's sort of
Cool.
like a extra action.
cool. That's me done then. I'm staying engaged.
Shielding and changing weapon and stuff like that is like a little additive.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've grabbed your shield.
And my
Thorak, you're up, man.
Yay, my turn. Question. Are any of the 9 any of the 9 no sorry 8 rather like squares around a particular character, is that considered in combat or not? Like if I wanted to go here, am I in combat with here?
You're currently
Sorry.
engaged with this one.
No, I'm not. She's engaged with the other guy. She's not engaged with me. I'm on
Wouldn't
the
you get an
ground.
attack of opportunity the moment you move, though?
Not if you use a disengage action.
Very good, Din. So, what do you want to do, Thorak?
Well, I want to get up and go kill something. I don't want to fucking waste moves talking to people, telling them my feelings.
I feel like you should get in the pit.
I would really like to hear about your feelings at length.
if there are any.
Alright, well, anyway, I spend 15 movement points to stand up, so I'm on my feet, sword in hand. Am I engaged with this person or not?
No. He is currently covered in acid. This guy is not engaged with anything.
Cool. Okay, cool.
He's not even
Sweet. Well then, I would like to. So I either want to move here or here because I want to end up being engaged with this person, but I want to get a shot off to this bitch. But I'm
Yeah.
worried that Hector's going to be in the way. So if I stand
For
here,
what?
for a
Hector,
hex
duck!
roll-
Like, line of sight, or?
Yeah, it's going to be like line of sight stuff. So it's either going to be.
No, if you're there, I wouldn't worry about heck about.
Sorry, like if I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. So
Well,
let's
I'm
just
just wondering why you'd move. That's all. I mean, like you've.
because I'm gonna pop an extra action. So
Are you
want
going to
me
try and
use a
chuck this
spell?
person off the pit?
No, that's what you're doing.
Do you want to do your action and then do that?
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, can I then shoot a spell at Squirrely Bitch down here?
What spell?
It's probably either going to be Firebolt or
Magic missile.
or Magic Missiles.
Okay.
Will you
I'll
allow
allow
that, or are you gonna say?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I allow it. I allow everything.
You do. I love
Just
drunk.
over to
Gee,
Sinton's
I love
beer.
drunk DM.
Everything
Okay.
has a price.
All right. Okay.
Yes, Mr.
Sweet. Well, I'm
Burns.
gonna move there, and then I'm gonna. Oh no, it's not gonna work. 'Cause then I have to technically disengage to engage another character thing, won't I?
What do you mean?
Well, because if I take a swing at this person now,
Yeah.
I'm going to be engaged in combat. Then I can't break that off. Fire a shot here, can I?
So why wouldn't you
You
fire a
could
shot?
fire a
before
shot
you
and
got
then
that
engage.
person? Start running.
Okay.
Drive by.
Right, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's a bonus. Oh yeah, no, makes sense. Yep, cool. All right, I'll do that because then I'm going to pop.
Because you can break up your movement as many times as you want.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not like Pokemon. We have to take the turns in order.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can run 5 foot, like to here. Oh, what's happening? Here, and then blast.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Or you could go like here or wherever, and then blast, and then you can move to where you want.
Okay. Well, I'll do that then. I'll as moving towards there, I'll shoot off magic missile.
Nice.
Does it hit her?
I think it just
Because
hits.
it's a saving throw. It's just an instant.
What does she have to roll? They're high. What does she need to roll?
Creature with your choice sees is within range, instantaneous. You create 3 glowing darts of magical. Each dart causes a creature of your choice. You can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously. You can direct them to hit the creature at level. Doesn't matter. Just hits them.
What's your spell cast?
Oh. How do I find that?
It's at the top of that sheet.
Well, I've got spell save DC and spell attack.
No, it just
what's
hits
the
though.
spell-
There's no spell save. It just hits.
It just hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hits.
What
So
a
you-
cool move!
so you've
Alright,
gotta
you
roll
deal
3
damage.
It's 3 missiles.
Yeah, but I create 3.
You create 3.
Right.
You
3
want-
and all 3 hit her.
You're meant to roll for each missile though. So yeah. if you do-
Alright, we'll roll for 3 if you want.
I didn't last time.
Yeah, I know. I think we were doing it
Well,
wrong though.
sounds good though.
I think we were doing it
Okay.
wrong, but it's one.
Uh,
It's 1d4
Yeah,
plus
just
1
put,
for each
put the
missile.
spell in the chat.
Alright.
If you can.
I'll be back while you guys figure this out because my turn's not for a while.
Why? Where are you going?
Take a piss.
Haha, gross. Hector pisses.
Fucking gonna be a mad night.
Yeah, boy. Alright, that looks good. Roll another. Alright, I wish you probably wish we were playing with the rules before. You just
So,
shoot.
no, but
You-
it's also but it's a +1.
That is plus 1, isn't it?
No.
that counts as
Because I
plus
rolled
one.
Yeah, no, it is plus 1. Because if you
and
hover
you got
over it,
fucking-
you rolled
It
2
counts
1s and a
as
2.
Yeah, so if you go in the chat and you hover over the big number, it will
Oh,
show that
yeah.
you rolled a
Oh,
1
2,
plus 1.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
That's unfortunate. As you're running, you just go and you launch 3 missiles, and they hit her straight in the chest. You go, and she just like takes a stumble back, and you see all this black ooze pour out of her.
Sexy. And then I'm gonna take my what is it, great axe or great sword? I'm gonna pop second wind, which allows me. It's basically an extra action. And then I'm going to shot off my great axe at this bitch.
Yep.
Great axe. Am I going to have disadvantage or advantage? Isn't he technically in?
I think it's nothing because you're on.
It's just normal because
Just normal roll.
yeah, it's just a normal roll. If you were on the opposite side of Hector, then that's
Oh,
when
yeah,
you get
yeah.
advantage.
Okay. Yep. Cool. No, that's fine. Damn.
Also found
yeah,
my
so
ring
you-
again.
Nice.
Sorry, what was that?
So you take your great axe and you take a swing, but this elf sort of like ducks out of the way just in time. You're very close to hitting it, but just not enough.
Sweet, so their AC is 12. Thanks for telling us.
Is it? It's not, but I'll take it as well.
No, it's not. Okay.
Goddamn fucking meta gamer.
Take his inspiration away.
Oh yeah, inspiration.
You
Okay,
have
discuss
no
this.
more inspiration.
Sorry,
You feel
I'm
really
gonna pop-
sad.
I'm gonna pop my inspiration now
For what?
to my great axe.
To hit?
Yeah.
Are you for real? Sure. Sure. Yeah. You go like, "Shoo," and you see it misses, and you quickly swing back, and you hit it. You hit this scout right in the chest. Roll for damage.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Hit it, and this elf just like you saw it, the axe go past him the first time, and he just has this big, coy smile on him, like the smile of Kanye West.
Big strong boy.
You know?
Big strong boy.
And you're like, this is not enough! And you swing back, and you hit this fucker, and you just slice him in his guts, and his guts spill everywhere, and your boots are covered in blood, and he just drops, and he's like looking up at you, and he sort of like looks like he's bleeding, and he sort of just lets up to like gasp. Yeah, he's still there on his knees, just gasping for air.
What are you, Thorag? What's your class?
I'm fighter.
Besides low.
Elf killer.
Yeah.
Um,
Some say it's a class. Some say it's a whale.
If that's your turn, Thorad,
Oh, sorry.
we'll move to
Quick
Din.
break. Quick break. Can you see fucking Vince Vaughn playing D&D with Joe Manganiello?
Yeah, but he
Hey,
plays with
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, but
Joe
like
Manganiello plays with everyone.
Vince Vaughn. I don't know Vince Vaughn played.
Come
This
on,
looks
look
like
at
it's
him.
So cool. So cool. All right, sorry. As
is
we were. Sorry.
All right, Din,
Y'all
you're
gotta watch
lying.
Harmony Quest. Mummy
Din,
in this
you're
shit.
you're lying on the cabin floor, and you are just bleeding, and you have this sword stuck in you, and you are feeling weak. The life from you is dripping, and
Yep.
Eleanor is standing over you with her bloody hands, and the sword is in you. What do you do?
So she's got talons, right? Like, oh, they're just hands.
Their hands, they look like hands, but you felt them like knives. Like
Okay.
4 knives slash you. You just ripped. Your chest is
Okay.
ripped open, and you have, you know. You're looking at her hands, and you're like, how? And just blood dripping, and you just see evil in her eyes. And she has all this black blood dripping out of the missiles that Thorag fired at her.
Okay. Is she looking good, or is she like looking unwell?
No, look, she's still looking sexy as fuck.
Right.
But she has needles in her. But that
Yeah.
has never deterred you in the past.
Oh, you're learning about my
Needle
backstory here,
fucker.
everybody.
Junkie elves are your speciality.
So I have,
Janky elf.
wait, can I ask a question? Does he get advantage to attack because my sword's behind him?
And he's on the floor.
I'm
If he gets,
gonna
if he
stand
gets
up.
up.
I'm gonna grab my spear and my dagger in my offhand and like try and stand up.
Yep.
So I'm like using it as a, I guess. Then I'm just deciding what my best course of action is in life. I think I'm gonna try and attack Eleonora with my spear.
He thrusting.
Just bring up my character.
What is it?
sheet.
Thrust or shove? It's different.
Whichever one gives me the piercing bonus. Thrust. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna click. Here it is. Do I have advantage or not?
Have you stood up?
Fuck you, clouds. Eat water.
Have you,
Yeah,
Have
I've
you-
stood up. I've stood up.
Have you stood up? All right. Now,
Yeah.
if you have stood up, you've taken 15 move points. You have advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna use that one.
that?
24. How am I doing?
19 Dick.
What?
Happening? Why is there no damage coming up? Only memes.
Oh, I haven't clicked on it. Did I hit?
Yeah, no, you hit. Roll for damage.
You rolled a 24, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you never know. There was that thing in the last thing where we couldn't hit it to save our lives.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I said, but yeah, no, you hit it.
So because I'm using it as I'm using two weapons. Which one of those is the right one? I can remember.
What do you mean you're using two weapons?
I've got my spear and my knife.
They're both 6.
That's a spear.
Yeah, regardless.
That's just the spear damage.
What?
Yeah, no. I think the piercing is if you're using a one-handed, the first one,
Okay.
and then if you choose to use it two-handed, you get that extra 8, so it's 1d8.
Oh, I see,
Regardless, yeah, regardless, it's 6 damage. So you just like you've got your dagger in one hand. Was it dagger?
Dagger's in the other hand, yeah.
Dagger in one hand, spear in the other. Like with the last bit of your strength, you just slam her straight through the rib cage, and it goes straight through. And she just lets out this shriek of horror, and then like you this shriek, everybody hears it, and there's just black ooze pouring out, and everybody sees it. And yeah, she's just completely not fucked up, but you hit her really good. Let me do maths. Ha ha ha! Funny number. Sorry for me telling everyone she's fucked up, because you use that as a. She's not that fucked up, but you hit her. Well done.
Okay.
Move on.
Because I can do. Hang on. I'm pretty confident I can do two weapon fighting as a ranger. So I'm gonna attack with the dagger as well.
Mhm.
But I don't get any bonuses, I think.
Yeah, you choose it as your main action, like secondary.
That did bad.
Yeah, look. You just like take another like little slash with your dagger, and it misses it by heaps. You are running low on energy, and you are clinging on for life. This is not looking good
Yep.
for you, and you miss.
I'm clinging on for dear life. This is the best I can do. That's my action and bonus action, and I can't move, so I guess that's it for me. It's game over. Good luck, team.
Eleanor just screams from this stab from your spear, and she's been pierced 3 other times, and she screams, and she just like hunches back, and then just runs away, cuddled, runs like this. She's almost like spazzing out a bit, and she just goes to the middle of like the water.
Does my sword get an attack of opportunity?
Does Jin as well, because that's a reaction.
Din does. I don't know whether John Sorder.
See the sword.
Hold on. I'll pull
Din
up.
definitely
hang on.
gets an attack of
What's the
opportunity.
rules for attacks up here?
Alright, well,
I'm just
I
gonna
think
look
you
it up
can-
on Google. It's
I
actually the
guess this
first
is a
thing.
melee attack. Can I
Okay,
go for it?
card. Spiritual weapon does not get the attacks of opportunity.
okay. Din, you do.
What do I do? Here goes nothing. I assume it's a normal roll.
Hey? Yeah, just normal.
Come on.
Crit!
Ooh, shit.
What are you attacking with? Your spear. Alright.
That's my spear, yeah. I probably should have said that.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's go.
Alright, I'll click it. A lot of dice.
So, one-hander 8.
One-hander is V8, yeah.
Yeah. Double. 16
No, that is
heavy.
doubled. That is doubled.
Yeah, doubled because it was a nat 20. So as soon as you just see her leave, she's turned around and just like for one good measure, just so she knows not to fuck with you, just stabbed her. You were just bleeding everywhere, man. You just like, no, you don't give up. You slash her and just like where you stabbed her the first time, you stab her again, like just a little bit up, and it just starts cutting away chunks at a perfectly curvy body. You should feel
Really
bad.
making this seem like less of a win.
Zach, I think it auto
yeah.
does. I think it auto does the crit on the roll, like the 7+1 is auto critted.
It's supposed to, but like it
See,
doesn't add up.
that's the +1. So the 4+3, the 3's your bonus to the attack. So you roll a 4 and a 1 on the damage for the 2d6s.
Yeah.
So that'd
then
be
it would- 9.
no, just be 8.
But he rolled a 4.
Yeah, he rolled a 4 and he rolled a 1 for the
Yeah, so it should be
2d6s.
So it should be a 9.
Right.
No. What? So it's usually 1d6 damage for the spear, but it's rolled
Yeah,
the 2d. It's rolled the 2d6s. The 2d6s was a 4 and a 1,
Do you roll two?
and then it's the +3 for the his
Yeah, it
bonus
has done
proficiency.
that, hasn't it? Well,
Yeah.
look, she's really hurt, but she's not as
Yeah.
hurt as you. But she runs away. Ah! Alright, Gibbo, well, if
Yeah, sorry.
someone dies, it's on your hands. She runs away, she's still hobbling and screaming. Ah! There's just black ooze like pouring out of all the holes in the body. There's 5, she's got 8 there in total. Alright. And she just turns around. And she just shrieks at all of you. And she just goes beneath the water.
Oh fuck!
Hector.
Hit.
Sorry, Din.
Hold on, stand by.
I blame you.
Beer
Gibbo.
time. Beer time.
Hit.
That
Going
doesn't
in
add
the
up.
pit.
Sorry, Din.
No, like what you said doesn't add up
What do you mean?
because you still add the two dice together.
Okay, you obviously rolled a 3 and a 4 or something along
I
those
rolled
lines
a
to get
4
7
and-
+1.
Yeah, but I didn't roll a 3 and a 4.
No. So usually your spear damage is 1d6,
Yeah,
right? So the first
Yeah, but
d6 was
yeah.
a 4.
but I'm moused over it and it's only counting one of them.
No, I didn't go to brush my hair. Ugh, this damn James Bogues.
Because yeah, I know it normally does, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to have done it right this time.
It
What do you
looks
mean?
it looks right to me though. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
If
No,
you
no, no.
hover over, it'll give you the answer.
'Cause if you hover over the 7,
I know what you're saying.
If you hover over the 7, you rolled a 4 on that one.
And if you hover over the 1, you got a nat 1.
Yeah, so that's the dice damage. Then you've got your proficiency plus your
It's a game thing where DMs decide how they want to. I would roll double damage. Unfortunately, roll 20 is automatically done with for the past, so we're going to stick with it. That's all.
Cool.
Okay. Anyway, back to the most important character's turn. I'm going to try and throw the other elf into the pit.
Sure. Roll a strength
Bearing
check.
in mind that you can't actually attack with John Cena if you use an action.
Wrong, because John Cena is a bonus action. 19.
No.
Casting him is a bonus action.
Using
Checked
him
it
is
last
also a
time.
bonus.
Attacking
No,
him,
no, no,
attacking
no, no.
with a regular action.
Otherwise, it gives you like you could just cast a bunch of them and have like 40. Who knows?
As a bonus action on your own turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it.
Well, would you roll for a strength?
19.
What are you doing with this guy?
Throwing him in the pit.
Alright. This
I
guy's
like Sparta kick him straight into the pit.
you're not in a position to Sparta kick him into the pit.
fine. I fucking pick him up and pile drive him in, suplex him into the pit.
Okay. You basically like you're in a battle of wills and a strength check with this damn elf. And you're just like, you've got him and he's got you, and you keep shaking it. And you feel him. He's about to overpower you. You go, try, and you just get up and you just pick him up and you overpower him. And then you get him above your shoulders, and you know at that moment he's already dead. You overpowered him to death, and you just flip him in.
So he's dead?
He flipped him into the pit.
Just wanted to clarify.
I tell you that's he's dead. He's dead.
He's all fucked up.
He's in the pit. He's gone.
Basically, stop coming at me.
This body's fallen. He's dead too. Okay. Yep.
I'll come cast Cure Wounds next. Alright, and then for my movement. Hi.
Thank you.
Can I cast Cure Wounds as a bonus action?
No, it's an
tell me.
action.
I'm pretty sure it's an action.
Yeah, it's an action.
Are you dying at all, Dan?
I'm
Are
not-
you like legitimately dying?
Don't use on a scale of 1 to 10. I am at 1.
Because I can use spare the dying to stabilize you.
Ooh.
I'm not dying yet, but I'm
Okay.
about to be.
Okay.
I'd tell you if he was dying, you know.
Okay.
Really stabilized dying is like they're dying, like 0 health.
So far, I've got 2 people into a pit, and that's all that's all I wanted to do. See,
I can-
Ulrag, that's what you should have done last night.
Hector is MVP of this game for sure.
Alright.
Pass.
Pass. All of the elves,
At least you're in a good place to get this.
all of the elf scouts have just been like seeing you guys, and they're absolutely furious because they don't like. They think Eleanor has fallen beneath the pond and died. And this one right here, he saw it happen, and he looks at Sephirinus with hate in his eyes. And with his longbow, he pulls it.
Pretty sure they're chicks. Just saying.
Hey,
The models are,
Dan-
but it's up to him.
they're
Sorry.
Baden,
don't be
it's
gender
2020.
biased. They're all different genders.
It's
Yeah,
2020,
sorry.
man.
Sorry, can't shoot
Ranky.
my gender. Sorry.
If you want to load up twice as many tokens for different genders, you're as bad as Din during the first campaign we did. He goes, "Oh, all of these deer look like bucks. There's no females. How do they?" I was like, "That's fuck, Din. Fuck you. They make you babies. It's my world."
Who's the one who killed the fucking fish?
I think that was Revan.
Of course it fucking was. Oh,
I can't remember. No, it might have been Doherty.
Was Doherty in there, was he?
Oh, Richland.
I
He's- he ki-
resurrect this plant by cutting this fish in half.
No, he wasn't there though. He only rocked
Alright,
up
anyway,
when, yeah.
this elf, non-gender bias, lets an arrow go. Sephirinus, in the back of in her back, it deals the 3 damage.
Sephirinus gets dealt 3 damage by a non-gendered elf.
I have a reaction spell. Can I use that when the reaction?
You tell me. You're
Are
the
you
one that
gonna
read the
call him a
rules.
cuck?
Well, what is a reaction spell?
What you doing right now?
Spell that reacts, obviously. Read the fucking.
When it's not your turn,
No.
you can use your reaction.
Don't you have to denote that if something happens, I will react?
Yes, you have to denote that you are going to react with the spell.
Yeah, so if you're going to do a reaction the turn before, you say, if I get attacked, I will do this.
But what about with counter spell? Because you can use that as a reaction as to when some mage just randomly throws a spell there. Like,
You still need to
I
announce
think-
that you're going to do it.
no, I think she's alright with what she's done though.
Okay, let's hear it. What do you want to do as your reaction?
Well, I've got one reaction spell. Put it in the thing. Put it in the
Chat.
ass. I just didn't know when I was allowed to use it. If I had to wait till.
That's right. I got my rules here somewhere. I just haven't read them in it.
When it's not your turn, you can use a reaction pretty much.
Yeah. Is this putting? Yeah, that's putting into the chat. Yeah. Oh no, it's not.
Because I can use it. I've got a reaction I can use, but it's
I'm trying to put the information information for it in the chat.
Oh, Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I target the. How do I do this?
There is a
Okay,
trick
so
to it.
I've got the rules here. Your reaction is an action that is made in response to a trigger of some kind, and as such, it can be used when it is not your turn. Once you use your reaction, you cannot use it again until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Opportunity attacks are the most common type of reaction, and are made when an enemy leaves your reach. Various class features, spells, and other abilities can also be used as reaction.
Yeah.
Doesn't really say anything.
I'm trying to put it.
Yeah, no, she can do this. Unless,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it should be
It needs a trigger, so her trigger, I guess, for this is
It's-
getting attacked.
one reaction which you respond to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you.
When she puts the spell up, we'll see.
I'm trying to remember how to do that. I've had a
Go onto your spell sheet and just click the spell.
That's what I did, and then it rolled for me.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a person. I just
No.
overlord this thing.
Give me a sec, I'll try and help you out.
No, there it is. Under attacks and spellcast. At what level? Well,
Yeah, I'm assuming you're going to do it at first level.
I can't put it in. I'll just copy it.
Yes, please.
How many hellish rebukes are you doing?
Well, I'm.
She can only do one.
Many as you could get away with.
Fuck's sake.
I think you
Can
should
you
have
just
based it. Like I was looking at cure wounds, it's the same problem.
Why are you doing your turn? Oh, because you got attacked. I was like, hold on. The scouts are attacking.
Because she's taken damage or like taken a hit, I think she's allowed to do
My
it.
initiative. That she can attack twice.
No, sorry, I was trying to put the description in the chat, but it's just only letting me roll for some reason.
You should be able to copy paste it. Bring up the there you go.
Well, that's just the copy and paste description.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright,
Not as
saving throw.
So, do you want me to just go again?
What's your spell save?
I'm gonna get 13.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This guy rolled shit. So roll for damage again.
As in, so I click on the spell?
And yeah, go up to Hellish Rebuke in the chat and just click on it again,
Yeah.
I guess.
So my last one.
Yeah.
I did.
Or whatever you did for the other ones.
Why isn't it
And
letting
I've
me?
got to go to the toilet, so roll that and I'll be back.
I don't know what's going on, but it's not letting me. On the.
We just gotta go back into the spell and click it again.
Or you can just roll 2d10s.
That's the boring way to do it.
That is true.
Okay. So I'm trying to click on where it says Hellish Rebuke under 60 feet there, but there's no sort of.
Because
yeah,
you've
that-
already clicked on it though.
Right.
Because you did 11 damage on it. So
You
you,
have to click the spell in your
So
character
click
sheet.
the
Yeah.
spell again. Okay. Being weird.
Things you don't have to do in an actual tabletop game for $20.
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
come on, buddy.
There it is.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, is that like an 8 and a 8? Oh, 9 and a 7.
It's 2d10. That's insane.
Which one did you do? That one? Was it that one?
Yeah,
Hang on. That one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, he just dealt me 3 damage, so.
Oh,
You
Apologies,
really
guys.
sent it back.
Alright, how did we go? 16?
That's the roll. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's right.
Alright.
So if
What
you're
the
in a
fuck?
fight with the MVP,
This guy he's looking at you and he's fighting his arrow. No one sees what happens, he just bursts into flames. And he screams the loudest scream. "Ah!" And he turns to ash.
Hey.
Oh, that guy.
This guy here, having seen that, he just decides to take Balthazar as an easy option. He pulls out his longbow.
and he just like he flings it, it goes doosh, and it's actually hits the guy that's just behind you. It hits him in the neck, and this guy's screaming.
Wait, what?
He just completely missed. Like he missed you, and he hits like here.
Oh, right.
It just hits him in the neck. Just completely missed. This guy's just they're all confused and like, oh. He hits him, and this guy's screaming. He's like, "Why would you do?" And he doesn't even have time for a turn anymore. Go away, edit token. Did I do this guy?
No.
Yeah, oh, I thought that was the one that actually attacked me.
Yeah, I felt like that was it. All right, he burst up into flames.
He should be
But
dead.
how'd he die then?
He
That was-
didn't.
Yeah.
He thought he was on fire, and then
Sorry, I was confused there.
he shot at Balthazar as well.
Come at me, Brew.
And it pings off your armor. Ching! Poo! It goes flying into the hole. There's no one left except this one that's got Din.
Oh shit. Still one down there.
Good, you know,
He pulls out his sword, and he knows this. This is it. This is the killing blow. He just sees fire in his eyes. He's like, "This is for killing Eleonora." He just goes, "Stab!" And it goes through your armor, straight past your abs, and out the other side. It doesn't take any nick out of your flesh.
What is that?
Sephirinus,
What is that?
Is it my turn? Okay.
is it the music?
Nah, the squeaking noise or something.
Yeah, I
it's
know, where's-
fucking. No, it's the psychotic bird.
Okay.
Is there a submarine?
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
It sounds like a smoke alarm that's run out of battery. No, it makes sense.
No, it's a galah.
Nicole, if you want to finish at 9, we need to get moving.
Alright.
Sephirinus, you are up.
Okay, so I am wanting to go this elf here to try and help Din out.
Okay.
Please don't use an Eldritch Blast. You will definitely kill me.
Run over and throw him in the pit.
Well, that's what I'm trying to work out if I can get there.
If you can get a better angle on it, it should be
I can
okay.
only move to here. That's as close as I
Don't-
can go.
Don't you have difficult terrain because you're technically swimming?
Nah.
Alright, we gotta kill that bird.
Is it tweeting every 2 seconds on
I'll
cue?
move to here.
How?
What do you mean how?
Well, you got to move 5. You get to move 5.
Yeah.
Describe
1,
what you're
2, 3,
doing.
4, 5. Alright, so I want to move there. And then I want to...
You can only move here, unless I'm not very good at maths and everybody is crazy.
No.
Yep.
I can go there.
Use the
That's
thing.
the arrow thing. Yeah, that's 25. This one. Yeah, that's 25.
Whoa.
So, I want to move there. And then I want to...
You generally can't move through people, but I'll allow it because you can go through their leg.
Okay.
You can't go through the spinning sword.
Is it because she's short?
It's because it's a spinning sword.
Well, DM said I can.
I'll allow it.
so
Sephirinus, you can go through.
None shall pass.
So if I use my Eldritch Blast here, will it hurt Din or Hector?
From here? No.
From here.
Like just below Din? No.
In that case, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll move
Uh-huh.
here, and I'll Eldritch Blast this one.
You only need to get a good angle on them, though, just for future reference.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't need to be.
You wouldn't wa-
okay.
you wouldn't want to be here and do it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, that's why I moved.
you probably wouldn't be okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm really not a fan of friendly fire. Like a lot of people play like, oh, if you cast this, it'll hit your friends. I'm just like,
Sure.
well, if you think you can not hit them,
Surely it'd be a roll at disadvantage at the very least. If they... Shit.
yeah, at the very least. But that's if you're behind them, you know.
Yeah, okay.
You can
But
just
I'd
roll
rather-
this, like, up.
I'd rather
If it just like rolls low, I just make him take the other person take damage as well. Like that scout just rolled a
Oh, I thought there was a nat 1. That's why you
crit
made.
fail. Yeah, rolled a nat 1, so I made him hit his friend.
Yeah, cool. Okay. No, cool. I hope you do that to us as well, though. Like,
Yeah.
Alright, so if I
Sick.
go through this one here,
And then
cause that's
then
hilarious.
the other two aren't in the way. So, because I've got a direct path. So,
Yeah. No, it's all good. So do what you want.
is that alright? Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
Thorag, feed the birdie.
Caw-caw!
Just throw him into the pit.
and they're like, what's that squealing sound? It's like a fucking demon.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Right,
Oh, yeah,
well.
come on, just look at this. Look at this. Yeah.
Alright, Thorag's got a show. Oh man! Yeah, happy Australia Day, everybody!
Hey!
Pink
Fucking
Galah!
Don't worry about it.
That's heaps good. I want one.
Wow.
What's
Nah,
its
there's-
name? What's its name?
Archie.
Barry.
Archie.
Archie.
Close
Yeah.
Call
enough.
it Archer.
But then you've got to give him a tactical neck.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Alright, so I roll.
Alright. Yeah, so you blast this elf and you just like, you hit him with all your force. You just cast over Din and it just blasts this elf with all of your might and he just slams up the wall and he just drops.
Hey.
And just blood oozing out of all his orifices. Just, ugh,
Just
gross.
do you know the roll damage?
She
Or is
did.
that instant hit?
No, I haven't.
Hey,
Oh, okay, roll damage and then I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I was waiting to see if it would hit first. Oh.
Oh, I thought that was. Yeah, look, he bounces back up and he's not that bad. I'm only joking, guys. I'm only joking.
There's blood,
Um,
there's blood coming from an orifice, you just don't know which one.
his eye, his left eye, there's blood coming out, and he says, "Oh, it's only a flesh wound."
It's actually my blood that's splashed on me.
There is a lot of Din's blood everywhere. It is pooling into the pond at the moment.
Sorry, Dean.
Is that your go?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Balfy Walfy.
can I rip that thought out of my throat?
If you want.
I would like to, yes.
Damage from attacking himself for it.
I've already taken damage from it.
The damage is done.
And I would like to...
Don't.
I would like to impale said elf in front of me. That little bugger.
What,
And just
with
like...
a short sword, or?
Yeah, with the short sword. And just like try to stick it up straight up through its throat. Like, straight up that way.
Roll
So
a
you
short
want to
sword
headbutt him
attack.
with the sword in your throat.
Yeah, what is the short sword attack out of interest?
Are you competent at this?
You have,
Yeah, I'm proficient in all
you have to
weapons.
equip
Are you
it.
proficient?
I'm proficient in all weapons.
Yeah, he uses the, not the bonus, but you can use like a spell action. Open a door, pull a weapon out. Pull a weapon out of your throat.
I am stabbing him with this sword. I was
Yeah,
gonna,
that's fine.
I was gonna give it back to him, so I don't know what it is to hit. Sorry. So it'd be the simple D20 to hit, which is well a 12 plus. Shit, it'd be 12 plus 4. 18.
That's a hit.
And I don't know what the short sword damage is though.
1d6.
1d6 is it?
I'll roll it for ya.
Cool, thank you.
Your roll, well, no, actually. So the attack is a 1d6 plus something plus 0.
Your proficiency modifier plus, I assume it's a strength weapon?
Just roll a 1d6 for me.
Alright. So 3. Plus
Oh,
two.
that's good enough. Don't
Oh,
worry about it. You
okay.
take this sword and you and you stab him right at the neck. You say, "Take it back.
Here, have your sword back.
Here, have your sword back." And he just like gasps. He just grabs it and he gasps and he just falls to the ground, dead.
And then with the rest of my movement, I guess I'm gonna move up here to back to these guys.
Really? Okay, that's fine.
I am in.
Thorag, you're up.
Cool.
As soon as,
I'm
as,
just
soon as you
gonna-
see this, there are more elves that start to creep out of the shadow.
Oh no.
Ah,
Cook the
motherfucker.
water. Cook the water.
Alright, cool. I'm going to.
Hold on, let me drag more. It's fun.
No, why don't you not?
But what if not that?
Oh, come on, search, scout. Yeah, boy, Monster Manual. This guy's coming out here.
I'm gonna put him in though.
Who said I could drink?
You got
This
it.
guy's coming out here. Who was on the... Alright, Thorag, it's your turn.
We've had a red dragon.
Hey, Thorak, there's a guy that you can throw in the pit.
I can throw in the pit, yeah. I wonder if I could go here and do a body slam.
Fucking
Grab the door,
suplex him in. No, Canadian Destroyer into the pit.
I don't know, what's my... Oh, yeah, okay, my strength is 18, I'm pretty sure I can... Alright, let's do that. Alright, so... Move this person here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to grab this guy and then swing him over my shoulder and chuck him in the pit.
Alright, strength check.
Strength check. Just a normal roll.
It's a normal strength check.
Damn. Oh, hang on. That's a save. Is that what I was supposed to do?
Go to your sheet
No,
and
no,
just
no.
click on strength.
Yeah.
I did that. And it popped up as a save.
Yeah, did you do the save one or the normal one?
Oh, hang on.
So the
Sorry.
on the far left of the sheet.
Yeah.
On the ability. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yep.
I'm sure you have macros for it as well. You know, I spent
13.
4 days doing it. You just grab this elf that you just saw come out of the shadows and you run up to him. Oh, and you've grabbed him with all of your strength. You fuck you! And you suplex it, and he just fell into the abyss. Straight up.
Happening to me, guys.
Yeah!
You threw him that far. You didn't see it coming.
This is great. This is great.
I yeeted him. Yes, that's correct, Grace.
So far, Sephiroth has knocked someone into the pit. Thorak has thrown someone into the pit, and I've chucked 2 people in.
Yeah, we're the pit crew.
Alright, I'll add one to the tally.
Now, question. Would you deem that as an attack?
That is an attack action, yes.
Damn. Okay, alright.
That's how I've run it.
It's an action. It'd be an action at the very least. Like doesn't
Yeah,
matter if it's an
I
attack.
had mine all be attacks.
Yeah,
It's
I
cool.
think these have been attacks. Or like
That's
action
cool, homie.
attacks.
Action. We only get one action per turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
This
And the action is an attack.
official rules.
Hmm?
Picking up and throwing someone is in the rules as an action.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. No, just one to clarify. That's all good. Happy
And-
with.
And attack is the most common action.
Yes. Throwing
Does
people
be.
in,
Bit count.
Throwing people into the abyss is easily the second.
Most hilarious.
Common enough. There's
That's like
rules
the easiest thing. You don't actually have to try and get hand it. Just chuck them into the pit.
Yeah, well, I don't always have to put a dark pit there, but if there's one there,
Hey, why not?
Remember that for next time.
there's a dark pit
The
there.
plan of mine is working swimmingly well.
Alright,
Loving
it's
it.
your turn, Thorag.
Thorag, is that your turn?
It is my turn. Sorry. Yes.
Alright, Din, you're up.
I'm up. I'm still bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, you're fucked up, man.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Fuck.
Take an action for me to like take some of the blood and like do this on my face.
That is more like a sheathing. It's an extra. You can do it.
I do it for
You
free
wish.
or when-
Added flavor. Added flavor.
It's an added flavor action.
Okay, cool. I want to do that, like a badass.
Yep.
And then I want to take this person here, and I want to try and stab them with my spear.
Oh, they're not dead. Oh shit.
No, Balthazar, you just ignore your friend. Alright, take a swing. I mean a stab. Take a stab.
Or you could throw him in the pit.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
We're a little far away from
That option.
You got strength.
Roll for damage and roll me a strength check.
rolling a strength check.
And damage.
Yeah.
That's
Compare them, so, and then you go to the menu, and then you. And it's just not. It's just dropping in.
so I accidentally rolled initiative. My bad.
Hey, what?
Just pop them in, and I want to have.
Yeah, 'cause I'm using it
Wait, what?
one-handed. It's the first one.
Yeah. So you just stab this guy, and you are just dripping in blood, and you're having a hard time. But you stab this guy right in the guts, and you just like pick him up on your spear, using all your strength, and you just go, "Ah!" and you throw him all the way over here,
Yeah!
and he's like,
It's like that picking up a bus, adrenaline rush that you get
yeah,
when you're
you
about to die.
just like you've got so many last-ditch efforts in you, and you just like stab, throw him over your head, straight into the pit. Who wants
It's all the
up?
stripes. It's giving me everything.
Yeah, he's got all these stripes. He saw you, you like started like poking in your wound. He's like, what's he fingering himself? He's like, in the pit. He's dead.
I love it, this bit.
You killed him and then threw him in the pit. Not just threw him in the pit. You killed him and threw him in the pit.
Yeah, take
As
that.
far as you can tell, the screams of people falling in
Because
the
if you
pit
said you have.
have lasted about 5 seconds.
I can't wait to see all the undead come out of this pit.
So you
Oh, yeah.
feel like it's a long way down.
That's a long time.
Yeah, 5 seconds is a very long time to fall. Din.
Thanks, Balthazar.
Hang on, out of interest, have we heard any of the bodies in the pit hit the bottom yet?
No, you
No,
just heard them scream.
Okay.
And their screams disappeared.
Hint, hint, don't jump down the pit.
Well, I haven't got wings yet, so
Are you gonna fly into the pit?
I don't have wings.
Can you
Din,
get wings?
Din, is that your turn?
Well, I guess since I didn't have to use a bonus action, I could, like, move or something.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
You could also heal yourself.
Is there any cover around? No, it's a full action to heal myself. Is there any cover around?
Not really. Everything you see around here is... Yeah, no.
Okay. That's all, like, too low.
Yeah,
Um,
if you were going to get behind it, you'd probably have to be prone. But even then, it probably won't cover you.
Yeah, especially because all these guys are the background.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna, like, hide behind Hector for now. Like, not take cover exactly, but
I feel like the guys are rallying. The guys are rallying around you to help you.
Except for Balthazar. Balthazar just ditched.
is it a bonus action to change weapons or an action?
It's can be a bonus action or a what do you call it, Balthazar?
Flavor action.
Flavor action. So
Yeah.
you're normally changing weapons as a flavor action,
Alright, we're on with that then. Cool.
but you have a bonus action. So if you want to use your bonus action, longbow.
I'm gonna switch to my longbow. And
Oh,
that's
man.
about-
I think it does actually say in the rules, though, that it is an action.
a full action.
That's bullshit. No way.
Oh, if you get me out of my...
I won't allow it. Not in
Hey,
my game.
Look, you're the
Changing
DM.
weapons is an action.
You're the DM. I'm running with what you say, mate.
All right. Well, I'll read up on it. If I
Let's
change my
change to my longbow.
if I change my level 20. Yeah. If I see fit next game to change rules, then I will. But
Alright, Din, that's your turn over.
Yeah, that's me.
Everybody starts to notice the cave has gotten really dim and the fire has gone out.
Oh,
And
shit.
the water in the pool starts to bubble. bubble and bubble and bubble. And then everybody's sort of like on edge. And then all of the elven guys have sort of, whoa, 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 what's this? And you guys are feeling really uneasy because, you know, this is where they've been camping. They haven't seen this before. What's happening? And then from the depths of the water, you see this hideous, grotesque green humanoid monster pop out of the water, just like white hair, an ugly, bumpy green face, and just shrewd clothing.
Hey, Hector's gonna get laid.
That's not the noise it makes. That's the noise all of you made.
When you saw it, it's horrible. What is it? It's just dripping wet.
Is that a water hag?
And it goes.
I don't have a silver sword on me.
It turns to the most well endowed out of all of you.
Oh no.
But I'm over there.
And it runs up. And it starts. It's got huge claws. It starts clawing at Hector. 21.
I take 21.
No.
No, 21 to hit.
21 to hit.
Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure
my
that's gonna
ace-
hit.
It
Yeah, it
slices
definitely
you
hit.
from down your neck right down to
My AC is 17, so
straight down. From your neck down to halfway through your body, and the other one from your right bicep all the way down your hip. Just huge knife feeling claws have just gouged your skin, and you take 9 damage.
Ooh, that's rough. Out of interest, are all the elves in the cave still hostile?
What do you mean?
Like all these fuckers?
yes,
What do you mean?
obviously.
They're still trying to kill us?
As far as you know, they've been trying to kill you for the last 5 minutes
No, that's fine, that's fine.
of battle.
I'm still on that. I'm still happy to kill them.
You are still in shock and awe of this grotesque monster coming out of the water.
Did I even see it though?
Where are you?
I'm like way up the top here.
Roll a perception check.
Oh shit. Oh, that's not good.
You
Nope.
fucking nothing.
You are absolutely oblivious to everything that happens to you within the next 10 minute.
I am
Next
still
minute.
intent on these arseholes.
You are raging. You have no idea. The next minute, you are just gun ho. You didn't see shit.
I'm still
Right.
killing all these elves. Fair enough.
Hector, it's your turn.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are you, Din?
Don't.
No.
Don't. I will put you
no.
both at disadvantage for the rest of the game if you
No,
do that.
go with how does he look?
How
does
do
he...
you look?
No.
Like, that's
Hector,
everything,
Hector, you ask me how bad does Din look, and I will tell you.
Yeah.
How bad does Din look?
He's fucked.
Is he fucked enough that I can fight the water hag, or is he fucked enough that I need to actually heal him?
Probably find the
He's-
water hag.
Let me elaborate. He is fucked and bleeding.
Can I answer that?
I
Din,
can't cure a
Din,
wound.
you hear Din let out a small murmur, and he says,
Don't worry about me. Fight the water hag.
Alright, I'm going to try. I'm going to use my mace to try and blunt one of her hands. Like, make it, like, change her claws to like a fucking club.
Yep. From there, yep.
Alright, I'm trying to club her hands so that way it's like shit.
I want,
Yeah,
I want
cool.
to retcon to say, get that bitch.
13.
You swing your club down, and she's just super fucking fast. You've never seen some bitch move that fast. And move. You were like, whoa, man, she's quick. You
Damn.
missed.
I feel like Emperor Palpatine in episode 3.
No.
Just real nimble.
Yeah, maybe the bit where she's doing backflips over Yoda.
Yeah. As a bonus action, I would like to roll an Arcana check to figure out what the fuck we're fighting.
I will allow that.
I feel like it'd be yeah.
That
3.
really looks like a real hag. Okay. Well,
Don't, shame you don't have advantage on that.
Yeah, if I had advantage, it'd be great.
I'm going to the toilet,
What did
but I'll
you
be
roll?
back.
Sorry.
A 3.
3 or a 21.
It definitely comes from the
Let
water.
me get my description up, because it's very important that you guys identify the monster battling.
Are you going to put it into the chat?
No, I'm just going to read it out. I'm just going off my little
Oh, okay.
pages.
I'll hang around.
Here we go. Yes. The monster you're fighting is green, and it has white hair and is wet.
Helpful.
Fucking nailed it!
Alright, I'll be
As
back.
far as magic goes, you sense some magic.
Fucking love it.
I appreciate you being a bit honest this one.
I would like to elaborate these very obvious points to everyone. Hey
There will-
guys, it's green and it has white hair and it's wet. And
That's an action, right?
it may be magical.
That is, I will count that as a flavor action, and everybody responds. Very well, Hector. Thank you.
I tried to say something, but just cough blood.
Okay, very good. Right. Tin is dead. Moving on. All of the scouts in the room, they're watching this horrible monster come out of their water, and they know within their hearts that this was the elven princess that they had followed to the end of the world to fight for her. And they fall to their knees, and they are just dumbfounded about the beautiful elven princess that they found had turned into this horrible green, white-haired, magical monster.
Wet.
And all of them just drop to their knees and they let their weapons. Sephirinus, it's your turn.
Wow.
Oh my god, you've got so much initiative.
You get 3 turns before
You're
the next one
like
moves.
exponentially greater.
When everyone alright. Okay, so I am definitely
I'm gonna give myself some more initiative. There we go.
I suggest maybe helping us fight this thing.
That's what I just said. If you're listening.
Hector, you moved your flavor action as telling everybody the color. So,
She's green, right?
you shouldn't say anything.
Green with white hair.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. So
Let's smoke this bitch.
I'll probably need to Eldritch Blast her.
Let's do that.
So that's what I will do.
You're gonna what?
I will probably need to Eldritch Blast her.
Aim for
Alright.
her hands, that way she can't scratch us.
I'm mad jelly of everyone's cantrips, I gotta say.
Hey, you're jealous of everyone's cantrips?
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
you,
crazy powers that they can just throw off infinite times.
My cantrip is literally I can prevent you from dying and make a light. So
There it is.
That's still better than what I got.
oh. Yeah. Alright, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Alright. Oh,
I feel like my abilities are more like I can tell you what mushrooms are safe to eat.
All of them. You just let a big eldritch blast up. You just like fired up, and you're like, nobody hurts my friends, but you blast this fucking monster, and she's like, "Rah!" Just like chunks of her skin start falling off. Let me do maths.
That's hecka gross, man.
Yeah, this is flaps of skin flying up. Hector can't believe that he wanted to bang her.
I didn't want to bang her. I wanted to bang the other one.
Yeah, it was Dim that wanted to bang her.
All right, Sephirinus, you got any more goes in you?
You can
I feel like
confirm or deny.
Bonus action or movement?
I feel like I'm going to grab a beer every time Sephirinus takes a turn, so I'm going to be back in like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Out of interest, can someone tell me what Zach said about the elves while I was taking a piss?
Oh, I don't remember.
About what?
What happened to the elves while I was taking a piss?
They're crying.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
stuck.
they're all like,
Are they-
like sad.
Are they all...
Todd, can you move your sword or not? Or can I walk through your sword?
You can walk through my sword.
Yeah. I
Is there a
can't-
legal chatter going on?
I was just asking you a question about what happened while I was taking a whiz.
Nicole, would you like to figure out what the fuck this thing is?
Oh. So can I do that?
Keela,
How
No.
would I?
come, touch. What are you barking at?
So, they've all just dropped, we don't know why. Is that right?
They're
What's that?
stunned because they know that this thing is was the beautiful princess. However, your character is so dense that he still thinks the elves are evil.
Okay, right, so I still think they're evil. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we don't know what's going on.
Okay, just wanted to see where my,
Your perception was 3, so you actually don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm just still killing elves.
Yes,
Right.
I would like to see if I. How would I find out what she is?
Like a history check or something.
You can do a
History, Arcana, Intelligence.
So, Sephirinus, what would you, when you see a monster, you would have to say, alright, I know what this monster is, what skill check would I use? And you determine based on what your highest is and what you think will actually be able to do it.
If you can justify it, basically.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
justify it to me to say, oh, I'll use history.
I use an acrobatics check to feel it.
I don't know.
Perception is a name tag.
Just
I'm
pick an
really not
arcana
sure,
check and
guys.
go nuts.
I use perception. You see a name tag that says, "Hello, I'm Daphne, the Red Dragon."
I would like to use medicine. You find out that this monster does not
No, Hector, what is week 2? What is week 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
No. You play because it's a learning thing. So, your proficiencies in your character sheet.
So you'll see acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, and all those shit.
Shut up. Insight, Arcana, History, Perception. One of those is the highest you've got.
Did you include insight?
Yeah.
Did include Insight.
Insight's probably the biggest one, but
Would it be?
Insight's 2. Perception is 0.
You got to remember that you're proficient in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there's anything that's got a tick next to it, you're proficient in it. And that's generally sort of what you're good at.
Okay, so let's say you use Insight. Then your character goes, Sephirinus is curious to find out what this beast is, and knowing her history, she believes that she's read in one of these in a book. I'd like to make an insight check to scale my internal knowledge to know what this creature
Yeah.
is.
I thought insight was more of a if you can tell if they're lying or not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Look, you've got a 3 in history and a 2 in insight. You're proficient in both. They would be the way that I would probably do it.
So history's probably your better one.
So history, if you want to tell me your history, and you might have read about a said monster in a book.
Cloth, you were on a boat sailing somewhere and maybe one of them appeared out of
At the
nowhere.
end of the day, what they're saying is justify it. If you can justify why your history check is doing it, he will allow you to make the roll. If you can't, then pick something else.
Yeah. Okay.
It's basically the rule with anything. If you can justify it, you can pretty much do anything you want in this game.
I'm very easily persuaded, especially after
Battles of
15
Right.
beers.
So I'm going to talk. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm looking at the monster.
Yep.
green, white-haired, and I feel like I do remember.
You read something in a book about a green, white hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm wanting to remember what I read.
When did you read about it?
2 years
Probably
ago.
Can you guys let me talk?
Sorry.
Yeah, let Sephirinus talk.
Thank you. It would have been when I was back at home in my village.
Ah, yes, when you were scouring looking for cooking books, you stumbled upon a book of monsters. Roll a history check. She's a baker.
I was a
Learning about
baker and I found a book.
Look, you've already been told. You've been told by Hector the Well Endowed, and you trust him. You haven't known him long, but you trust his keen sense of color perception, and you say, yes, it is green. You scour through your mind. And you're like, oh, I read a book, and you're like, I can't remember anything about green, but I remember the word hag.
Oh, this is fucking brilliant.
Cool, so it's definitely a win.
So it's some sort of green skin, white-haired, flawed hag.
That can be my turn then.
Good work.
That took a long time. That's a good joke.
Everyone,
Yeah, but
Fucking got there.
yeah, it's hard when everybody's talking over the top of each other.
Yeah, I know.
And it's hard when everybody's trying to learn as they go and explain it. But no, that was good. That's what you need to do, Sephirinus. You need to, like, if you want to do something, you come up with a skill that you have, convince me that you can use that skill to accomplish it, and then roll it, and I'll reward it dependent.
Yeah.
Bouthy.
Out of
You are
interest.
just in a complete rage.
Like,
You
just,
have no idea what's happening around you. You just see this elf right in front of you on a wooden platform.
well, if I'm in a complete rage, I'm gonna fucking attack that little shit.
Of course you would.
With my battle axe.
Legit.
Out of interest, I feel like you said something about them being prone.
About what, sorry?
About them being prone or crying or some shit.
Who?
The elf?
Yeah, they're on their knees. They're on their knees crying, so you have the advantage.
I do, okay. That's kind of what I was going for there. So that's, 12 to hit.
Sorry, I'll place the seed ready to throw that.
Would you like to pick 12 or 12?
Can I go with the 12, please?
Oh, yeah, look, I'll let you take the 12, and you unleash your ultimate fury. And you just...
And it misses.
And you scream exactly like that, but you miscalculate. You miscalculate by half an inch, and the battle axe... Yeah. Takes
You
Nick out.
gave him a haircut!
And this guy's he's crying on his knees, and you just took a huge swing at him.
So, out of interest though, can I roll a perception check on the end of each of my turn to
Yes,
see what's going
That's
on?
what I was going to go for. You can roll a perception
Okay, cool.
attack
Are
roll.
you particularly perceptive?
No, I just... Because I'm still fighting
At
these
the
assholes.
end.
So I'm still fighting these assholes thinking I need to kill them. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure I
Balthazar-
see nothing.
As Balthazar is sure as you're looking, you just think these guys are being pussies.
Out of interest though,
You're like, these guys are pussies!
Just-
Let me at them!
just to throw a little something extra there. Because I don't have dark vision, do I roll that at disadvantage?
No, it's well lit enough.
Okay then.
But if it was, I'd probably have to go with a 12.
No, the perception check.
Nah, it's okay. That's your turn, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, no,
Moving
that's my
along,
turn.
kid.
Alright.
Cool. Pretty sure it's my turn.
Wait,
Why are
wait,
you
wait.
in the pit?
I'm not in the pit.
Oh, sorry,
Completely
yeah,
skipped
I
over
pressed
me,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, everybody's numbers are going crazy. Yes, Thorag, it's your turn. Apologies.
Sweet. That's right. I move into the space of the spiritual sword. It's totally fine for me to be there, apparently. And then I want to take a swing at this hag person.
Apparently, I'll allow it. Do it.
You can wield John
Do
Cena
it.
if you want.
Do it!
Nah, it's alright.
If you want to do an Arcana check, oh, it's already happened.
Fuck!
Oh, 12.
That's just plus this.
Yeah, you take a swing with your great axe. You just swing, and this horrible monster that is green and might be a hag just ducks beneath the water, and you just slash. Hit water and nothing else.
Cool. Alright, see you in half an hour.
Would you like to perform an Arcana check?
No, I can't. I've used all my spots.
If you use an attack, have you got any bonus?
Yeah,
ones?
I'm not magical enough to do an arcana.
Oh, come on, don't go on your phone
Do another
straight.
kind of check, man. Do an
That
inside
sounds
check.
cool. Come on, do it.
Justify a medical check.
He was weak to. I'm sorry.
No, if you finish, Dean can go.
Alright, now I'll do an arcana check, it's fine.
On what? What are you doing?
The old hag.
Before you roll it.
Oh my god.
She's apparently a hag.
Sephirinus, take note, you don't roll a number then tell me what you're doing. 'Cause it's a bad number, you're like, I'd try and stab myself with a magic potion for Arcana. Oh, well, no.
Alrighty then.
Hex was talking gibberish. Alright, Thorag, what was that Arcana check for?
On the old on the doesn't matter.
She is magic. Don't listen to these dickheads.
Okay.
So we know that she's got green skin, white hair,
And magic.
and is magic.
And is magic. Very good.
Okay, Din.
Alright. I'm gonna move here. So that I can shoot over the top of the Sephiroth. Is that cool?
I'll allow that.
Cool. I'm gonna cast, hold up. Gotta get the right tab up. I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike.
Yep.
Because that's me. There we go. And then I'm going to attack with my longbow, which is this.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Love
Okay, so this is based upon whether it hits or not, am I correct?
Sorry?
So yeah, the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the strength save will be sustained until the spell ends. Alright, well let's start with saying that is a hit.
Alright.
So I think roll for damage and then we'll do a strength check.
Yep.
What are we aiming for?
Her.
I was just aiming for her chest.
You just
know,
like knock this
center
arrow, poof, let one loose,
Center of mass.
straight in the chest. She's just bleeding and shrieking and her claws are going everywhere. And you deal her for 10 damage.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you have cast Ensnaring Strike. So as soon as your arrow hit her in the all of these vines and stuff started growing up through the water, just coming up through the mud underneath the bank, and just started like tangling up around her and choking her like Denala was there herself. She's gonna make a strength save.
Also, guys, just remember if you've got a concentration spell, you need to make if you're doing a concentration spell, just remember you've got to do a constitution check if you take damage.
Why?
Yeah.
Because if you take damage and you fail the constitution check,
during
the spell save, the spell fails.
So you've got to make your spell save for a Constitution check.
I think it's constitution.
That's a really cool rule.
Hang on, I'll look it up and I'll let you know in the chat. But
No, that's okay. Yeah, no, that's a good rule.
it is actually one. But if with concentration spells specifically, because I don't think we've been doing that much.
Yeah, no, we haven't. No, I didn't know that, but we are all
haven't had much.
learning.
Yeah.
We're all learning.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
So strength check. I don't think your save spell check is bigger than a 19.
No.
Yeah. So these vines come up and she's
Shit.
slashing off all those vines with a claw.
My will save is 11.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Rolled a 19 strength save. She's slashing away out of all.
Combat 189.
Doesn't affect her.
Dang. Wow. Well, that concentration for nothing.
Din, is that the end of your turn?
That's all I can do. Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
If anyone wants to try and get my attention, though, that'd probably be a good idea.
This green bile monster that is just like a walking, pussy, fleshy, greeny, gross thing, just starts lurching towards Sephirinus. He just pulls out a claw, ready to... And... let's see. Whoa, okay, yep. Just slashes poor little Sephirinus through the cheeks. She has like big scars left, and through her chest. Huge big strikes against her chest, and she takes 11 damage.
Oh, shit.
Am I allowed to use my reaction spell?
Yes.
You've used it once. You've already used it. You can only use it once per combat. Is that right?
No, it's once per turn. Once per the start of your turn, sorry. So every time we go through the initiative order, it resets. If that makes
Does
sense.
it use spell slots?
Sorry? It's under one of my spell slots, yes?
You do use spell slots, so how many spells can you cast per day?
2.
So,
I've got 2 spell slots.
and you can cast unlimited cantrips, so yes, you can probably cast, because I think it was the second one you've casted. Sorry, Zach, or you, mate. I don't want to interfere.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm sort of like looking through the rule. It's not coming up the pass like rule because I can't scan. Look, if you got 2 spell slots, I'm pretty sure that means you can cast it a second time.
Yeah, so I don't know if you casted any other spells. I haven't been keeping track of that myself.
No.
But that's probably
I've
your
only
last
used
for
it
the
once.
day.
Yeah, so I'll use it.
Hopefully nothing else happens.
I'm not happy about that. And cast at what level? Do I put levels?
You're level 1. I don't think you've got any level 2 spells slots at the moment.
Oh, so it's the spell level, not my actual level.
Yeah, so your spell
Yeah.
level I think is only still level 1.
Yeah,
The spell
Okay.
slot level.
yeah. Okay, done.
What a bullshit attack.
Alright.
So I
So
think
she's got to make a
DC 13.
DC 13 Dex.
Oh, I keep trying to back.
Sephirinus just lets this fucking finger fly. Mother. And she just bursts up into flames and like. "Ah!" And she just starts burning, and her boiled skin just starts like burning and all crispy and just getting all even more bubbly.
But she's still alive.
She's screaming. She's standing up, screaming.
Can I hear that yet?
No, you're still on a range.
No. Not until the end of your turn will you roll
I-
another perception check.
Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to check.
As far as you're concerned, you were a Dragon Ball paladin doing good by banishing these evil elves. to
Banishing!
hell.
I'm fucking killing them! Banishing for
Yeah, because
pussies!
you know what Hector says.
Banishing for pussies!
Banishing is for pussies. Kill them instead.
Alright, that is the end of this grotesque monster's turn. Hector, it is your turn.
Can I make a medical check to see how fucked Sephirinus and Din actually are?
Is that
You can choose one.
Can I do a medical check to check how fucked Din is? Like,
Is this your action?
no, this is my bonus action.
Okay.
It's to inform what I'm going to do on my turn.
Okay.
Actually, no, Sephirinus. I want to know how damaged Sephirinus is.
How damaged Sephirinus is?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure because Sephirinus updated her hit points.
I have. I put it under temporary hit points. Or do I need to put it under...
Why is that
Those
a
are
temporary?
hit points.
Because that's
I have
what-
gotten stronger after being hit.
I think you need to cast a spell for temporary hit points.
Generally, yes.
Okay. Well,
Like temporary. Sorry, Nicole. Temporary hit points is like a buffer. So if you have like 30 points health, you can
Yeah.
do a little spell and it'll make it 35.
And
Yeah.
you
So
know,
it's just like a little
also,
buffer. That's your temporary ones.
and you know, also they're kind of temporary.
sorry, I thought that when I edited it last.
It's all good.
So yeah, you took 11 points of damage.
Yeah, and 3 before.
Hey, Diggs, what was it I was looking for in the book?
On your token as well. If you click on your token, you can actually edit the hit points there.
Yeah, that's what you did, wasn't it, Sephirinus? Your
No,
token?
I edited it on my character sheet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do it in your token. It makes it easier.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if we've got a token set up right though.
No, I set it up before.
Okay, cool.
Did it properly. Yeah, it should work.
Yeah, no, cool. Alright.
Sorry, Zach, I don't know what my temporary.
Yeah, don't worry about your temporary until you're actually casting a spell. Like a buffer.
The only thing I think you have
what-
that can get temporary is Agatha's armor, which you haven't casted.
Yeah, and so what you usually do, say if you have, so I think your maximum is like 25 or whatever. If you cast that and you gain 25 extra hit points, on your token you just put 30 out of 25.
So do I put it back to 0 then?
What?
Temporary? The
Don't-
temporary. I'll
Don't
put
worry
that-
about your don't worry about your character sheet. Just worry about your token's health points. So if your max health is 20 health points, and you get 5 extra health as temporary, just put 25 out of 20. Yeah?
Okay, but like to fix what I did. Anyway.
Yeah, no, you're up to scratch. You're good now.
Yeah.
So Hector does a health check, a medicine check, to see whether Sephirinus. Who are you checking?
Sephirinus.
You look at Sephirinus, and there is a huge amount of blood underneath her. A lot. You're not sure whose blood. You're not sure whose blood it is because it's red, sort of black. And you're like, man, she's got quite a few cuts on her chest.
But
She's bleeding quite a lot.
But she seems to be fine at the moment.
She's okay, but she's not. I'd be taking her to. I wouldn't be taking her to the emergency room. I'd be taking her to P.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bless.
Yep.
Ooh,
I'm
nice.
going to look at Sephirinus. I'm going to look over at Din. I'm going to look over at Thorag, and I'm going to wink like this.
I
Yep.
appreciate the lick lip. I try to laugh, but I cough blood.
Din is just like. Din is smiling, but just like because he loves the fight, but just bleeding, bleeding everywhere.
It's not letting me actually cast it, which is annoying.
Do it.
Oh wait, found it. It's
Do
popped
it.
up on a different screen. That's why.
Do it.
Boom.
All right.
Oh.
So basically, Thorag, Sephirinus, and Din, they have this, and it's concentration. So you guys
Hang
will
on.
see-
If you're doing concentration, that's going to can your magical weapon also.
That's an action, yeah.
What?
Yeah, his medicine check was a bonus.
Yeah.
But his
think-
spiritual weapon, that's the concentration, isn't it?
It
No.
is.
It's not.
All right, bring
No,
it up in
okay.
chat.
No, fair enough. No, it's
Bring it
not.
up in chat.
It's not spiritual.
Bring it up in chat. Bring it up in chat.
Sorry, Todd.
Do it.
Sorry, mate.
It's not.
No, you're right. It's
Right,
not.
Let's roll on with the concentration.
Evocation.
All right, so you
You
tell me what you do, Hector.
So
Your it's your religion.
So basically, I do the sign of my team, which is to look at as I point at Din, I point at Sephirinus, and I look at Thorag. And what I do is I wink suggestively at Thorag, and then I turn around and I wink suggestively at Din, and then finally I look Sephirinus dead in the eyes and I go,
You poor girl.
"You guys are blessed." Hashtag
I
blessed.
gotta say, I wasn't sold on this religion at first, but I'm on board now.
It's growing on me.
So, you guys, all of you three, you just feel this, like, Holy Spirit fill you. You just feel really full, and you don't think you can take any more. And you know within yourself that whenever you make a saving throw or a spell or an attack roll, you can roll a d4, and you can add that onto whatever. That's it.
Sorry,
If you don't know what
Hector.
bless is. Read what if you don't know what bless is. Hector, that must be your turn.
That is.
Very good. Where am I?
The elves.
Alright, all of the elves have just, like, they're still just collapsed and they're really, like, shocked, except the one that just Balthazar took a swoop at. And he's sort of, like, snapped out of it and he's just dazed and he just goes to lunge at, Balthazar. And he attacks, and nope, it doesn't miss, it just, like, hits Balthazar's armor and he bounces off and he still looks like
Puny
Severinus.
elf.
Okay. I'm wanting to find out how badly the hag is hurt, because I'm guessing she's still on fire. Is that right?
Yeah, she's still on fire. She's got a lot of stab wounds in her. I need to work out whether this is a bonus or an action, because you guys are doing it way too much.
What is this?
Like, you got an action, interaction.
I was actually looking at this in the combat thing, and it says it's just like things you can do besides move in action.
Like, it's a interaction.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
So wait, what's Staff trying to do?
Trying to find out how hurt she is.
Okay, so
I think
here
as
are
much as
examples-
anything.
Here are examples of interaction, or as Balthazar likes to call them, flavor action. You can draw or sheathe a weapon, open or close a door, withdraw an item from your pack, pick up a dropped or unattended item, hand an item to another player, throw a lever or switch, turn a key in a lock, or pull the hood up on your cloak.
Just
So-
little thing.
Yeah, like it's just little things, like things that you can do within a second, like
Okay, so where did checks come into it?
which checks.
Like,
you
oh, I
can't
want
roll
to
the
do a
initiative.
medicine check. Hey?
I feel like that as much as anything would be a bonus action. You'd be forsaking your
Yeah, I feel like bonus action. That's what we were.
Yeah.
like. Honestly, I think bonus action is probably the best way to do it. It's up to you, mate. But that's my
Yeah,
opinion.
no, I'm happy to run bonus. That's where we're doing it tonight.
All right,
It
cool.
might change the other night, but tonight.
Yeah, look. Once Revan gets here and he can explain it better, I feel like bonus action is probably as good a way as any. Like, because he's pretty good on the rules as well.
Revan is all over rules.
So I would like to do would it be an insight check into how
Whatever bullshit you can palm off to Diggs.
You bullshit me, and I'll tell you.
Yep.
Sorry.
You could say,
I want to do an athletics check to see if their muscles ripped
Look,
or they're feeling strong.
look at your skills. Look at your skills, Thaf.
Yes, I have
Which one's the highest?
persuasion, but that's not going to help me. No.
Try to persuade it into telling you what it
Yeah,
is.
do that. Justify that.
Find a way to justify persuading it.
All right. I go up to the hag, and I want her to tell me how hurt she is.
What are you, you foul beast?
What are you and how hurt are you?
Which
all right.
question do you want to ask, guys?
Roll a persuasion check.
Do you want me to find out?
Who are you and how hurt are you?
What's your favorite color?
Okay, guys, can I work out what question I'm asking?
Alright, no one talk except Severinus.
So, do you want me to ask what she is or how hurt she is?
It's up
That's
to
up
you.
to you. Don't ask your group, you're playing.
Well,
Just pick something.
actually, I'm going to have a
Pick
fair
two if
bet-
you want, it might be enough.
Yeah. I want to find out what she is and how hurt, if I can. Right.
All
How does
right.
your character
So roll
are?
a persuasion. Roll a persuasion check.
Scooty.
Pretty good.
Charisma save. Charisma save.
Please, what are you in hell? Please.
She looks. This horrid being looks down on you in pity. She looks down on you. She says, and you understand this, that she's not good. She's seen better days, that she might have better things to live for. And then she says, she looks at you down, she looks down at you, and pity takes her eye again as she's about to demolish you. And only you understand this. That means I am green. I have white hair.
Yes!
I am magical. Some say I am a hag.
So, can I just go over that? Because I've really found it hard to. So, she doesn't have much life left in it. Is that right?
She has seen better days. That's all you got. Like, she's pretty hurt, but she's not that bad.
Free has white hair. It's magical.
Let me take this.
Maybe
Hey.
But experience, I can't give you numbers.
Okay.
Like, I can't say, oh, she's 4 out of 5. You know.
Yeah.
But you know,
I
no one
can only
say.
describe to you.
But if someone say, "Hey Balthazar, check this shit out here," I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Is that your turn or is that just your bonus action?
I guess that's a bonus action. So, I want to. Actually, yeah, I'm really not sure. I'm wanting to cast an attack as well.
Yeah. Which one? Which one?
I'll do Blaster.
Ah!
Where is she? Like, I can't see her picture.
You just spoke to her. She's here. Hold on.
Well,
I don't know where you've gone.
Why? It's it's not loading for me. You should be able to see it.
no, we can't.
Can anybody else see it?
See what?
This is where the hag is.
It's literally here.
Can you see it?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Because
Can everybody else see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that's about.
It's there.
So,
Thomas,
in that case, if she's right next to me,
Mhm.
if I cast Eldritch Blast, will I hit Hector?
No.
Alright, in that case, I will.
Looks like Grover's on.
Hey,
Looks like Grover's just got online.
did he? Well, he's more than welcome to join you in for Luna. That's a hit. Spirinus, roll for damage. Oh.
Much like Billie Eilish's Bad Guy, that is a hit.
White, green skin, and white hair. It has its right. Magical. It is number. It. I guess it.
Just let me finish. I'm a hag guy.
I think Benry is trying to join as well. Sorry, Richland.
Friends with more.
Sorry, Spirinus. Sorry.
What happened?
You just let this huge Eldritch blast and you just hit. Whoa, did I take the damage or not? You just blast her and she just like staggers back. It's like blah blah. And she's like, I told you all my deepest, darkest, greenest secrets. She's like spewing up black bile and she's like, she's even more haggard than she was before. That's your turn.
Oh, still not dead.
Balfi Walfi.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
right.
still trying to kill this little shit then, I take it?
Yeah, look, you rolled a perception and you failed it, so.
So,
He's still on his knees crying, so anything you do has a.
battle axe with advantage, I guess? 21.
That's a hit. Roll for damage. Slashing.
Yes,
Yeah, because you got a shield, hey?
Six to hit.
So you just go to.
Sorry, 6 damage.
Yeah, chop. And you just chop off this guy's arm. And he was crying before, and now he's crying a little bit more.
Can I roll my perception check now?
Yes, if that's the end of your turn, please roll a perception check.
Nice.
Can I see what the fuck is going on?
All of a sudden, a wave just embellishes of you, and you're like, I can see everything. And you look down and you see all of your guys attacking you never seen before. You're not sure what it is, but it's
Fuck!
green. It's green. That's all you can see with your perception. A green, and it's white hair. I have no idea what this monster is, but all these guys are attacking it. And you see all of the elves around you just crying, except the one in front of you, who is crying a little bit more and has no arm.
Can I move?
Yes, you can move.
I would like to move my full 30 feet because I realise that these assholes probably aren't
Once
aggressive
you're
anymore.
engaged, though,
I am,
if
but
break,
I feel
no,
like
yeah, you can't.
next to the fire they're safe. If he wants to attack me, by all means.
Anyway, you could use an action to disengage.
No, I just used my action to attack though. My perception was at the end. My perception roll was at the end of my turn to try and see.
The guy that sort of you chopped off his arm. Ditch effort. And he stabs you, and it's right in the calf,
He gets a
and it hits you for 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yep.
I'll take it.
You certainly will.
All right,
And then
I've got no choice.
but they're not hostile though, right?
That's your turn. Sorry?
They're not exactly hostile anymore,
He's
though,
not
right?
exactly hostile. He just wants you to stop chopping his limbs off.
Well, I thought he was trying to kill me.
Cool.
Oh, fuck all these bitches! Let's fucking throw down, bitches! Alright, sorry, turn. But let's just see what's going on with my friends.
Let me breathe.
I just chopped his arm off and ran off.
Balthazar, read Discord.
Sorry, Balthazar, I took your time to make the hag guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, my goodness.
How's my guy?
It's your go, mate.
Yeah, look,
I've ended my
let's,
turn.
let's calm down. I think it's Thorag's turn.
Right, yeah.
Thorag, you're up, homie.
Yep, sweet. Move down here, get advantage, and I'm gonna have a big swing with my great axe.
As always.
With advantage.
Ooh.
What a world.
That is a hit. Please roll for damage.
So with bless, I roll a D. Was it D4 or D6?
No, it's only a D4 when you're attacking.
It doesn't really matter if it already hits, though.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for damage as well.
Oh, but you have
You have what was that thing? Inspiration. You have inspiration.
He already
No,
used that though.
My inspiration.
Oh yeah, you did use it, kicking someone into a hole.
No, he did kick him in the hole. He just hit him with an axe.
That's all right,
That's
man.
probably
Roll
worth
for damage.
My D4 as well. Oh well.
Fucking 19.
Alright, cool. 9.
Oh, wait. Let me do math. You swing your bat like straight down. You take a chunk of its head off. Like you nick it, and then the rest of it, its arms are like flailing everywhere, and you just take off like its a limb from the elbow off, and just like falls. And she's just like fucking mad, going fucking crazy, man. Just like flailing everywhere, like half limb though. Dealt a big blow. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do now.
Alright. Din.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, if I do like run up the wall and run along the roof of the cave, does that help me at all?
Come on, Barney. Good job.
Yeah.
Aren't you almost dead?
You will get, you will have to perform an acrobatics check, but if you successfully perform it, you will get advantage.
If you're rolling that one, you're going to take 20 damage and fall down the pit.
I thought you were just going to try and throw blood into
try
his
and run
eyes.
up the wall and do it. Hey,
Sorry?
I'm gonna run up the wall and I'm gonna try and get a good angle on the on the hag,
Alright, roll an acrobatics check.
on Billy Swampish.
The hag guy.
Yeah, the hag guy.
Oh.
Oh,
How's that?
Alright, roll with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Oh, cool.
yeah, so 24 is not high enough.
I'm pretty acrobatic.
24 or
Alright.
22 I feel like is the way to go.
Roll for damage.
So I run up the wall and I as I'm running up, I pull my bow back and let loose at the peak of my wall run.
Roll for damage.
Oh, yeah.
10. Nice.
Din, you tell me what the fuck just happened.
Headshot.
The arrow flies through the air and goes straight into this part of the hag, and then I don't know what happens after that.
And she's still on fire.
She's still on fire, screaming, got all these things done to her. In fairness, this is a very tough battle right now. Yes, Din just sort of runs up the wall and just pulls lets this arrow loose straight through her neck. And it just blood goes everywhere.
Nice
It
shot.
doesn't even make a sound, it just falls back into the water and just black ooze just fuels the pond.
Is it dead?
And it's dead. You guys just look over its body.
Yay!
Fuck yes.
Cool, I
Wait,
load it.
finish. Alright, I guess, yeah.
All of the other elves are still on their knees, and crying, and they feel betrayed, and everything you can imagine about what has just happened. They can't fathom that the beautiful elven woman that they followed here was
Yeah.
a monster.
Fucking hag.
Some sort of hag, yes.
And of interest, this one and this one. Oh, sorry, hang on. Those two that are not in the pit. The two that are not in the pit, are they revivable at all, or are they just straight up dead?
They are bleeding profusely.
Can I not cure wounds, but healing hands them for 1 point each, so they both
I'm
got
going to
one.
walk over to any one of them that are dying, almost dying. I'm going to use spare the dying cantrip on them to stabilize them.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 points of my healing hand to pretty much stop them from dying.
Well, that's what Spare the Dying does, and it saves your healing hand.
No, Spare the Dying stops them from having to roll death saves, isn't it?
Hold on.
Alright.
My,
Think about it. Come back to me in 2 minutes, and I'm gonna wee. Sorry. Let's all take a 5-minute break. Let's go for a wee. Get some drinks. Get some food. We'll come back. Is anybody really ready to call it a night?
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys don't have to be important, so we'll continue. I'm just going to be 5 minutes. You can stick around as long as you want.
Yeah.
When you...
Alright.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of natural water.
Alright, I'm gonna head off. Alright, I'll see you guys later.
Thanks,
Oh,
mate.
Biden.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Oh shit! Did we lose someone?
Yeah, Baden went.
Baden. Okay, cool. He was alright though.
Fine?
Baden didn't take any damage though, did he?
No, Baden we all took damage.
I got a couple of scratches. What are you planning on doing, Hector?
In what?
Like right now in terms of healing? Because you and I are the two healers.
Probably cast Cure Wounds on Din because he's about to die and everyone else is fine.
I was gonna chuck 1 point of healing on these two suckers.
They're dead, not...
No, Zach just said they were not good.
Ah.
I was gonna dump the other. I was gonna dump the other 13 I had into Din.
That
If
would
I-
be appreciated.
Yeah, no.
I was
So
just gonna cast Cure Wounds.
I've got Cure Wounds I can cast myself.
Well,
But-
the thing is that I have 1 level 2 and 2 level 1 spots left.
Yeah, cool. Don't you have Spare the Dying, mate? That's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah, Spare the Dying is a cantrip, which I was just going to use on the elf. Makes them stable.
Yeah, let's try to get the elves stable because we had to try and get them back to.
Well, that's what I wanted to do, and then you were like, no.
Colonel Lieutenant wanted us to bring as many alive possible. You assholes kept throwing them into the pit. Well, hang on. Let's rephrase that. You guys just kept chucking into the pit, and it was fucking hilarious. But at the same time,
We didn't really have any choice.
we didn't know that this shit was gonna happen this way.
Well, to be fair, you did see that she was full of magic, and I did make the suggestion of throwing her into the pit.
I honestly, when we did our first run into this cave, she came up as goodness to me. So I didn't think that she was evil.
Fair enough.
Like, the only reason I did not kill her on the first, thing here was because she came off as goodness to me. When I used my Define Sense.
Spare the Dying's necromancy?
Yeah?
Okay.
I mean, it kind of makes sense if you think about it, but yeah. Hang on.
It does. It's just...
Todd.
Yo,
That's Divine Sense.
you spelled divine wrong.
What happened when I left?
I spent the dying the 2 people that are like dying.
Yeah, where's Thorag?
He left.
Like for the whole night?
Yep.
Alright, so pretty much simply, I hit that one and that one for 1 hit point each. So they're back up, I assume? Or are they actually dead?
Hold on. So Thorag left for the whole night.
Yeah.
I didn't even say goodnight. How rude.
He did, but everyone was gone.
So he didn't even stick around for experience.
No.
So, okay,
We just
Chuck it.
dismiss
I'll,
it now. We get his experience.
as evil as I am, I will keep track of that first.
You're not evil. You're a paladin.
You
I am a
literally
paladin.
have to be lawful good.
No, I'm a paladin, my god.
Yes, but paladins have to be lawful good.
No, they don't. They have to be a paladin of the
I don't
religion.
think you understand what a paladin is.
I have to be a paladin of my religion. If my religion
Yeah, you could be.
happened to be Tiamat, if my religion happened to be Tiamat,
What is the religious alignment of your god?
lawful good.
Yeah.
Then you have to be lawful good.
As best as I can be, and my understanding of it.
Yep.
Which I will be.
Yeah, but there's like you get disadvantages for like breaking your oath.
Yeah,
That's in my
that's another class. But either way, not what we're going for here right now.
Oh,
So I don't know what happened, but at the end of the day, I healed these two both here for 1 hit point each, so they're both back up.
Yep.
Well, the first question is, are they alive?
Well, yeah, that too. Oh, also, just wanted to point
They are in
out
Australia though.
that one is melting in acid. Was melting in acid. So can I even?
Okay. For simplicity's sake, before Gibbo does his giant ramp, are they still alive or are they dead by indicated by the dead X's in their picture?
Right, chill. This one's melted. This is wailing in pain, this one.
That one
Okay,
got burnt to death by saffron.
okay. Go heal that one.
Alright, I'm gonna heal whichever one can still be revived by 1 hit point,
The
so they're
one
back
melted
up.
in acid is dead. The one that's up on the cliff is still alive. Go heal that one.
Yep, that
While
one's
you're
back
doing
up by
that,
1 hit point.
While you go do that, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Din at a level 2, which is my second level 2 spell and the last
Yep.
of it, to roll
Yep.
2d8 plus 3. Plus 4, sorry.
Yep.
Din gets 16 health points back.
Noise.
And fucking joy. So Fairness, I'm going to use my second last spot to cast it on you. You get 6 back.
I get 6 back.
And then the last of my Cure Wound spot goes to me. And I get 7 back.
Okay, so out of interest,
Happy? Yep.
Happy? Done.
alive, yes or no?
No.
Completely dead.
Yep.
Fair enough. That one should be back alive with 1 hit point, yes?
Yeah, he is struggling. He's gasping for air. But he's you've revived him.
Right. So, out of interest, all of these elves right now, these ones, are they hostile?
No, they're not shooting at us and I can do
Depends.
things.
Are they friendly to
Do
us?
you want me to get back to the story?
Yes.
Yes.
So, hang on, how's the rest of the party?
Go back to the fucking story.
Alright,
Gibbo.
yep, no, fair enough. Back to the story.
So, Din just, like, let out this killing blow and slaughtered this fucking horrible greenish, white hairish hag. And, just dropped. And as soon as she dropped, all of the elves continue to cry, but they slowly all start to... And you realize this is the end of the battle. They're not hostile anymore. They're sort of, like, checking in on each other. They keep talking. And more of the elves start appearing out of the darkness that were hiding during this whole conflict.
How many?
So you've killed 6. So there are 8 gathering around and talking to each other, and there's 1 more just healed, so there's 9 in total.
So, 9 in total?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure we had a reward for how many came back alive.
Gibbo,
Yes?
stop arguing with the demon. Let him tell the story.
No, he's not arguing.
No, I'm
Is it
pretty
fair-
sure there was a reward for how many we brought back alive.
That was if we brought back all of them alive. So that ship has sailed.
Okay, fair enough then. I'll leave it there.
We might be able to, convince Reed to help us out, but like,
So all of them
Let's not
start
worry about
crying. They're crying and they're just really. They're crying. They're not crying. They're just really sad. I mean, these are trained professional military men. They've snapped out of like what's happened and they're just consoling with each other and they start really like talking to each other and really sad.
Go on.
everyone knows the NPC meme, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Also, if you guys want to touch Thorag inappropriately, stop.
Now's the time.
But it's up to you guys. Everybody's like really like shocked by the whole battle.
Okay, so I can still heal for 14 hit points. Does anybody other than me need healing? Raise your hand, Din or Hector. Seth.
What?
Seth, Hector, or Din, does anyone there still need healing?
No,
You're
I've healed.
cutting out. Yeah.
I've healed everyone. We're good to go.
I'm healing myself for 7 then.
Cool.
I guess can I talk to some of these scouts? Maybe not that one who's had his arm chopped off.
Hey! Not my fault! I thought that was still trying to kill us.
While they're doing that, can I loot the body of the water hag?
Oh, that too.
That might give us clues.
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
Also, Zach, he's not dead.
Sorry.
That one's not dead.
Which one?
Apparently not.
That one I'm trying to ping on.
Sorry, I wasn't looking. That one.
Yeah, that one.
All right, I'll remove the fucking red cross.
I just-
Jesus.
Sorry.
Chill.
I didn't want to loot a not dead body. So, following Hector's lead there, I suppose we loot the dead bodies we can find?
Okay. I'm gonna give the hint now that looting the dead elf in the middle of the goddamn thing is probably gonna be very tasteless in front of all the rest of the elves. And if you want to go jump down the pit to get the other ones, be my fucking guest.
I am not going down the pit to get the other ones.
Well, then we might.
I'm just gonna have if anything, a perception check to see if there's anything worth looting.
Don't loot the elven body. It's tasteless, and you're lawful good.
I see Balthazar going to look at the dead bodies for looting purposes, and I draw my bow. I say, step away from those bodies. Have some respect.
Sorry, you're breaking up. Everyone just broke up a little bit.
Do I see Din? Do I see Din say that?
Loot the elven body.
Do I see / he didn't say that with a 15?
I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys all broke up. Din was telling Balthazar, it's not in combat, you're not distracted, you hear everybody. And all the elves here as well, and they're all looking at Balthazar as, that guy's a piece of shit. How dare he loot a body? He probably killed him, and you're looting him? They all understand that they were attacking you, but Jesus, they were under a spell. And now you loot the poor guy. He's got a family. He's
Out
probably
of
got, like,
interest, do I
3
see...
baby elves.
I will stop
3 baby
there.
elves. He's taking the food out of 3 baby elves.
I will stop there. I will not loot the body.
Alright.
If my 15 is high enough that I can
put my
see
weapon
everyone else
away.
seeing me.
Yeah, were you looting the hag?
I was.
Can I get Hector and Sephirinus to roll a perception?
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Can they have advantage because everybody was looking at me?
No.
Damn.
No.
Shit, that's rough.
There's mine. Yeah.
Hector and Sephirinus, you both see there are glimmering light in the pool in front of you.
A glimmer of light in the pool in front.
There's a lot of like shining little objects in the bottom of the pool where the hag was.
I dive into the pool
Okay. Then what?
and swim down to the objects and try to grab them or see what they are.
Hector, you see that? Sorry, my dog's sneezing at me because he wants some food. You see at the bottom of the lake there are lots of coins just kind of like thrown around, like a wishing well sort of thing. Like a lot of empty. There's not much down there, just like a lot of coins.
I picked them up.
So you or there's a lot. There's probably about 60 to 70 different coins down there.
Collect.
Okay, so I'll try to grab as much as possible and
Yep.
bring them back up and
Yep.
go down and try to collect as much as possible until basically I get told to fucking stop.
Yeah, look, everybody's not sure what you're doing, but Sephirin, she can, like, this pond's not huge. You don't have to dive.
I was just about to say I could come in and help because I've seen it.
Yeah, so Sephirinus is picking up the ones around the outer edge, and you're picking up the rest. And together, both you and Sephirinus, 34 copper, 18 silver, 14 gold, and 5 electrum.
Not a bad haul.
Ooh.
Nice job, guys.
5 electrum. Hang on. 8.
Can I
14
jump?
gold. Hang on, can I just get those figures again, please?
So you and Hector collect between yourselves 34 copper,
Yep.
18 silver,
Yep.
14 gold,
Yep.
and 5 electrum.
Done.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a lot of money. Why is there so much money in this random cave?
Because they probably used it as offerings to the hag.
Can I double take on this current elf I'm over? Right.
If you go near that body, I will come out of this pool and fucking kill you myself.
And I would like
Actually, I'm on the same page.
to close his eyes as a respectful thing. Grab my dragonborn, like my what's the word? Talisman to Tiamat, Bahamut,
Yep.
and say, "Please forgive us for what has happened." And I would like to restore this elf in any pristine way I can, so it does not look butchered and acidic as fuck as what I just did to it.
Yep.
And heal it to the point of where it is buriable with his family.
You cradle this acid-ridden body,
Like, I just want to make it
and
presentable.
it's completely fucked up, and everybody sees all the elves sort of like overwatch you, and they're trying to watch you do what you're doing, and you're whispering to it, and you do an Arcana check.
Oh, do I? Okay, hang on. Last time I was in that 20, this
Do
time...
a religious check. Arcana or religious, up to you.
No, let's do religious. You said that first.
No, I said Arcana, but yeah,
Oh,
I'll give
did
you
you?
that.
Okay, hang on, sorry. Well, either way, I think it's the same, because religion and arcana are the same.
Yeah. So you basically cradle this body, and you heal what it has, all the acid deterioration that's happened. It sort of like revives the body, and you can see like most of its limbs and its face, and it looks like quite more like an elf than just a charred, burned, remained corpse.
And anybody we can bring back, I am happy to do.
That's the last body that you can actually see.
Because I'm pretty
rest
sure all the
bodies-
rest are down the pit.
Yeah, unless you want to do something to the.
No, I do not want to try and fetch down the pit.
No, the hag. If you want to help the hag.
Well, I suppose we
no.
drag the hag back.
all of the elves are appreciative except for the guy with an arm missing and his blood.
Can I dump the last of my healing hand into him?
Are you going to try to attach its fucking arm?
No, I just want to heal him and say I am so sorry for what happened. Cure.
How do you do that? Healing hand, do it.
No, so I don't have healing hand. I've got cure wounds because healing hand I dumped all into Din. So cure wounds. I'm just gonna dump in and say, one action. He revives 1d8. I don't know if that's relevant at all. Or if you
Do you
just.
have any spell slots left?
I do. I still have 2.
Cool. You can cast it at second level if you have a second level spot.
No, I don't have
Pardon me,
second
by the way.
levels. I've only got 1 level. First level.
Okay, cool. Then roll the d8 in order to heal it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna matter, but
You
that.
can always just like leave it.
That I'm just gonna heal this guy for 1d8, so 6.
I can't hear you breaking in and out. What are you doing?
I'm just healing
Killing
that
some guy.
1d6
You-
plus I don't know, I think it's 2, I think it is. Doesn't matter, 8. So I'm healing the.
Come up to mine is 6.
So that guy there, the guy that arms I cut off.
Yep. You sort of like you put your arm, you put your big hand, clawy hand up against his.
And I say I'm so
Stomach.
sorry for what happened. But I thought you guys were trying to kill us. And I'm really sorry for that.
He sort of whimpers and he's just like, oh, it's okay, and you just let on this healing touch, and it cauterizes the wound,
And
it seals it up nicely, and it doesn't look like he's gonna die anymore. He's missing, but his health, and he looks like he'll be okay.
fair enough. Alright, so we've got everyone alive, and we're just gonna go back to Valheim? Valheim?
I was going to say, should we try and trade
Sorry.
so that they can rejoin the city? Like, they were the lost
I-
scouts, weren't
I got none of that.
I'm gonna talk to him about that.
they were the lost scouts, and so we should talk to them about coming back with us, so we can give them over to Reese, whatever his name is.
Aldrin.
So sorry, you coming in broken, but I'm guessing you ask them whether they are the members of Reese Adrin's crew.
Yep.
And take them back.
Yeah, so you basically approach them, and they're still really taken back. They're almost like their energy is just really lacking. They just like feel like, they're just taken back by the whole scenario. And they're like, yes, we all came here one after another over time, and we decided to be with this elven princess, Eleonora, who said that she was the true high priestess of Faluna. She promised us that she was the one true high priestess, and that the whole city of Faluna was. And we believed her with all of our deepest feelings. That was the truth. You mentioned about taking them back to the city, and they're really, really hesitant because they've basically conducted mutiny against the whole city, and it's insubordination. It's not the word I'm looking for, but they want to go back, but they don't. They're actually scared that they would be punished for it.
No! Reese Adrin has said any elf has. What's the word? He will forgive anyone that's fucked up in this regard. We are willing to vouch for you in the sense as we may have.
I'm going to talk to them in Elvish.
I'm trying to
persuasion check.
I'm trying to persuade them to say that this is.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to do.
Not,
Yes, well, you got to tell me what you're saying. Balthazar's giving me that story. Hey, do this, and I'll check.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be friendly and convince them say that Reese Adrin has nothing against them. We're
I
just
was just going to explain that if we bring back the body of the hag with us,
we're doing that as well. We are doing that as well.
All of the elves are like, no, Reese was always one of the best one of the best elves in the city. We can trust Reese. They kind of like get that invigoration, that thing that led them to be scouts and fighters in the first place. That Reese was like their rock, you know. He was the best. They can trust him, and they believe you. They say, look, if what you're saying
They're
is
willing
true,
to follow
I
me?
believe it is. Reese is a good guy, and he has, you know what, he'll always stand by us no matter what. And I know we fucked up, and if we admit that, he'll stick by us.
So they're all following this. They're all on side.
The average perception of all of you guys and all want to follow you back to the city of Faluna.
Okay, I'm hoping. So my persuasion worked.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
Fair enough then. Alright, so I'm happy to go back to the city with all of those that I persuaded that Reese Adrian was only wanting... He was what's the word, he realised that all of you were under a spell and were not at your own command. You wanted to... now that we've killed this... what's the name? Eleanor. And you're more than happy to follow us back to the city and explain it to him.
Yep. Yeah, and all of them are sort of like with you guys. They're like, yeah, let's go back. This is the best thing. Regardless, we can't live out here in the forest. We can't live in the... And there's all of this, the horrible things we've done.
Let's do it.
What we were doing. Then we should head back.
Let's do it. Unless anyone else...
Balthazar,
Yes.
can you still sense this evil that you sensed in the forest?
I suppose on that question, I will activate my divine sense. And is it still within the range of us? Or is it still... The further north we go, the more evil it gets? Or do I not know?
You feel the exact same thing as you... the first time you came here, you feel the exact same thing.
So nothing changed.
Nothing has changed. You still feel that impeding doom the further north you go.
Din, I still feel the further north we go, the worse it gets. But right here, right now, I think we are okay.
But
This was the source of the evil.
It's north. It is north, right?
Look, you guys are feeling this, like Balthazar, the more north head, the more impeding doom you feel. In your senses, you feel it's north.
It's still north. We can still feel this impeding doom from the north. We need to get these elves back. And we need to sort this shit out for the king to the north. Because right here, right now, well, yes, it was a... what's the word, side quest? I don't want to say side quest, but side mission?
You've won the battle, but you still haven't won the...
Exactly. Thank
That's
you.
basically
Thank you.
the takeaway. Like this is.
We still have more to do. The evil has not left. It's still to the north.
That's the question I had, basically.
Did I answer it?
Yeah.
Then let's go on.
This might be a good point to go for me.
Let's
Better-
go already.
If you want, you're more than welcome to probably still have about... It's really hard to say how much longer I have because like, hey, let's talk to the chef one.
I'm pretty sure the last of it can just be summed up in us getting shit-faced and enjoying
Sorry?
the town of Faluna.
Sorry? What?
I feel like as much as we have left to go here tonight, I feel like the last of it's going to be at Faluna.
Yeah, for maybe like 10 more, 15 more minutes.
Alright, I will...
Blah blah blah. We pack everyone up. We go back back to Faluna. We carry the dead hag on our backs in order to make sure that we have proof that they were bewitched. And we get back to Faluna.
Pretty much what Hector just said.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, no, Hector, you just summed it up perfectly, mate.
Do that.
Okay.
Good talk. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I'm just, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying not to extend this as much as I can.
So you think stay?
So at the end of the day, Saf, we still have the problem as there's the evil in the forest
Yes.
that we need to destroy.
Yeah. So can I go? Or not?
Yeah, you're fine to go.
Yeah, if
Yeah, you're fine to go. All the main people that I want here.
Yeah. All right. I better go then. Thanks, guys. Travel safe.
oh, we're talking in
night,
real
Buster.
life. Okay, thanks. Thanks,
See you in
Saf.
6 months. Thanks for
Brutal.
staying an extra 15 minutes for me.
Oh, is it really only been?
Nah, not for you. Bye.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. Bye.
Fucking hell. Did I just extend that way more than what we should have?
Hey?
Did I just extend that way more than what we should have?
Yes. but
Sorry.
What do you mean?
let's keep going.
Sorry.
Yeah. There's literally 10 more minutes, depending how much you guys want. So you guys reach the city of Faluna, and you scouts. Nine people alive.
I think we were all 9 backwards. Yeah.
And their friends are carrying that dead body that was acid-ridden, that has sort of like regained some, presence of being an elf. And Hector is carrying the hag that you got picked up. And you walk through the city. You walk up through the entrance, and they allow you. And this time they let you pass with weapons.
Oh, really?
You
Are
walk
we
up
trusted
and-
friends?
Shh.
Sorry.
So you walk up through the entrance, and you reach the city of Faluna.
We
I mean-
go straight to the barracks and
First-
take the.
Yeah, first case scenario, what Hector said.
Yep. So basically, you go to the barracks and you work your way through the whole.
To the
Um,
Colonel
shortly
Lieutenant
after-
Reese Arden.
Sorry.
To the Colonel Lieutenant Reese Arden.
Yep.
Yes.
So you work your way up. All of the guys have sort of dispersed and they're all friends, and you see them greeting each other and are really happy to see each other, and they're telling their stories and all that. And you work your way up to the top of the center, and you go to the room where Reese Ardra works, and you knock on the door, and he welcomes you to come.
Hi,
You
Reese.
guys are back. You're back. What
Hi.
happened? Tell me.
Well, it was a fucking shit show and a half.
I speak to him in Elvish and I speak to him politely as so. I explain what happened without swearing and saying it's a shit show. I show him the body of the hag and explain that this green white-haired magical creature who called itself that, who we think is a hag, is there, which we nicknamed the Hag Guy, and that she had entranced them. However, in the combat, we lost six men due to the fact that she had bewitched the entirety, and we couldn't kill her in time to save.
I tried my best to revive what I could. Unfortunately, it wasn't entirely successful.
He sort of looks down and he's really disappointed about what happens. Like, he knows
I am
hags
so
sort of-
sorry.
he knows that hags sort of have this power of allurement, and he thought he trained his men better, and he's more upset with himself than he is with you guys. I know you guys have done your best. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Faluna could not thank you even more, because this could have been horrible.
We
Said,
saved
"No,
who
no,
we could. I am so sorry.
He's like, no, I know. He stops you. He says, I know. Look, this was not a case of monsters stealing my men. This was a case of civic war in the confines of a peaceful city that you've just stopped. You have not just helped these men, you have helped everybody in the city of Faluna. I'm truly grateful, happy, and I'm thankful that you've been here. And
We
he's
are
like, I know
thankful
you-
that your guys were able to help us with what happened.
Sorry?
We are thankful that your people were able to help us.
Yeah, and he's like, you guys are...
We tried our best. We got ambushed. It turned
Yeah,
a
he's
little
like,
bit
"Look,
of a shit
I
show.
know this-
I'll fulfill him on what happened.
Yeah.
We
A little
already
bit.
have done that.
Have we? Okay, fair enough.
Yes. Pay attention.
I'll leave it at that then.
Yeah. And he sort of just like head down. He's like, look, I'll talk to my guys. And you guys have done well. And he basically hands you some little like not chests, but little what's that on my finger? Little boxes sort of thing, and he hands it to you. And each of you open them up, and it's like a little it's like a little brooch, and it's of a berry, like 3 little berries. And one of them is a green, a red, and a white berry.
On the green.
He says this is an award we give to our most prestigious warriors here in the city of Faluna. And it's not a sign of power. Hey?
Balthazar's like, I'm the green berry.
They're all on the boat.
I want the green! I want the green! I'm getting in first, sorry guys.
Anyway, he gives it to you and he says this is rewarded warriors, and it's not a sign of strength, it's not a sign of power, it's not a sign of any of that. It is a sign of the kindness and equality that the elves show here in Faluna. This is something that you guys need to take forward, and I think you guys deserve it.
Bahamut, thank you truly.
And he says, look, I don't know whether this city can help you much more. I'm not sure what you guys have discovered here, and I know you're on this quest to destroy Skux.
Bahamut, truly thank you though.
Just let him finish, Gibbo.
And he kind of offers. He's not offering, but he's open to conversation. He says, "Have you found a way to defeat this evil?"
Well, I'm assuming hitting it with my battle axe is a fair way, but
Yes, we have found a way. We have found a potential way to, in our research, to potentially defeat this evil. However, we need to determine if this is the way to do it. However, we do have a lead in which we can.
Alright. Well, that's good. If the city of Faluna can help you in any other regards, we will.
Hector, you. Sorry.
Look, if
I asked if if there is a they can improve my mace.
he's like, I don't know whether we can improve your mace. Fairly well made, but if you are looking for special custom weapons, the magic store is always good, and it may help you on your future ventures.
That is where I'm going to go next.
At the very least.
He says, it sounds like you know how, like, he's like, you know the weakness of this demigod, as you have told me. But do you know how to kill it, and do you know where it is?
We believe that it is north of here, because that is where most of the evil have been radiating from.
Far into the forest.
We do realise that the further north we go, the more evil we feel. So we feel like the north is the problem.
North does go deeper into the forest. Has anybody talked to you about the Shroomans?
The Shroomans? No.
They're a crazy bunch of shamans that wander the deep forests of the Koleska forest, eating shrooms. They eat mushrooms, and they say they gain some power from it.
Are they friendly?
They are friendly. I wouldn't say they're friendly. They're a nomadic, neutral group of men, older, that wander around the forest, trying to enlighten themselves.
Oh shit, sorry.
Trying to reach a higher plane.
Trying to reach a higher plane by eating mushrooms constantly. And he says, there's not many that venture too deep north of the forest.
Fuck my fucking handwriting is done.
He says, there are those guys. They do explore. They go further north, deeper and deeper. If anybody knows the way, it may be them. But I have heard about this vine-covered man.
Out of interest, Do we know if they're they are truly further north than the fucking bitch Eleanor we just dealt with?
Are you talking to Reese?
No. You.
Me? What do you
I
mean?
ask about the vine-covered man.
Ah, the vine-covered man. Have you heard of?
I
I
have not
suppose as
met
much as
anyone
anything,
who
I'm
is
probably rolling a Arcana check
Oh
or
my
something.
God.
To try and find out if I know what he is crapping on about.
You don't. We're trying to find out.
That's the
Um,
potion that makes sense.
He turns to Hector and he's like, the vine-covered man. Look, you guys have been really good to me. So I'm just gonna tell you. I had a son a long time ago who was stricken with an illness. I don't know what happened, but when the child was born, years after, he was just green, white hair, and I didn't know what was wrong with him. And I gave him to the Shrewmans of the North to look after, and they said that they would help him
And did
heal
they?
him and raise him.
But did they?
Let him finish his story, please.
I've been told. I've never seen my son since I gave him to the Shrewmans, but they tell me that he wanders the north as a man covered in vines, with this illness still plaguing him, but still healthy and happy, and protecting the forest.
Okay.
He says, look, if anybody knows where this abomination is, it is my son and the Shrewmans who taught him his ways.
So when does he go further north?
Yes, he is further
Yeah,
north.
going further north.
And I am more than happy to escort you as best as I can. I can send 3 of my men with you north, past from where you were before.
And how likely are you assholes to...
What?
How likely are you guys to fall to the succumb to the forest?
You gotta stop yelling into your mic, man.
It's really
Maxing
fucking
out,
loud.
can't understand what you're saying.
Sorry guys. How likely are you to fall into the succumb to the
My
forest?
men are the best there is. We know where the Shrewmans are roughly at any given time. And this, the problem that you guys have fixed was the only thing we've come across in the past couple hundred years. I mean, look, even this evil in the forest, we feel it, but it hasn't bothered us. But it seems like with this hag gone, you've fixed everything.
Is it though?
How do we contact
Hang on.
Shrewmans?
Can I...
There is no contacting them. They wander around, nomadic.
I
All
do
my
not
men can
believe
do is
him.
point you in the right direction, and you will eventually find it.
I do not
I
believe him that the... Oh, shit.
Why
Sorry.
would he lie to us?
No, I don't believe him that the contract's sort of over. Like, Colonel Reith Aldrin was thinking.
He's been nothing but honest with us.
He's been
would
nothing
he
but
lie?
honest. But suddenly, he's all willing for us to go to the north of the
Dude,
forest.
Stop yelling.
Yeah, he didn't trust us with the information that his son was the vine-covered man.
Why the fuck would he be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna send you away now, and you go kill, so that way you can go kill.
At the very least, I want to do an insight check on him
Okay.
to see if he's telling the truth. Man, fuck.
Cool. 2. He's telling the truth. Let's move on.
Balthazar, as far as you can tell, you've had a really long day, and you're making decisions, but you think he's telling the truth.
Right, I'm sold. He's telling the truth. Let's do this shit.
Have you got any more questions?
No, he's telling the truth. Let's go.
Is there
No,
anything
he's
else?
telling the truth. Let's go.
Shut up
Alright.
for a second.
Nicole was right to leave.
Can I cast ensnaring strike on Balthazar's mouth? Is that a thing that I can do?
Can I knock Balthazar the fuck out?
You can try. Hang on.
For story's sake, let's just carry on because that would take a lot.
Cool.
And for hilarity's sake.
blah. I guess we leave tomorrow at first light.
Yeah.
Actually, Din and Hector, the High Priestess, wishes to speak to you in her private chambers before you attempt to go anywhere or do anything or stay the night in the Harp and Arrows tonight. She wishes to speak to both of you.
Out of interest, can we also explore the town? I mean, let Din Hector do the thing.
Balthazar. Next session, I'm going to go by the markets to see about upgrading my mace. You can come with me then. Okay?
Yes! I am so in! I am so in!
We're trying to finish up this story so that way we can go to bed.
It's only
Okay?
10. It's 10, we all have a day off, relax.
10 o'clock,
Tim,
and I don't
dude,
think
I am
it's
so
in my
fucking pissed.
face.
We're not
We can
busters
tell.
here, alright? You're all still here, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Okay.
we're going to the temple.
Proceed.
I want some
I
cool
do-
shit, but
I do
So
like
let's
drunken
all
D&D,
pop
but
into
it's hard.
Elvish.
I want to see what you two go with.
Let's just go normal. Okay, so Balthazar is sort of like wandered off and gone to the Harp and Arrow. And he's talked to Carmel and he's just had like way too much to drink. Got completely wasted and he's trying to guess the riddle to the answer to the
Hang
riddle.
on, I solved the riddle.
And he solves the riddle. He does solve the riddle and he knows the riddle. Unfortunately, he probably can't afford. But Din and Hector, you go off to the
Fair enough.
and you walk in and you see Hayla and she's waiting for you. She's heard the news, what you have done for the city. And she comes up to you and she says, "My children, please, come up to my room."
Seems good. I follow her.
So,
Also,
out of interest, who is this again, sorry?
you're not here.
No,
You're not-
I know I'm not
It
there.
doesn't
I know I'm not there.
You both follow Hayla up to her.
Halo, okay, sorry, Halo, thank you.
Dude,
and,
I will mute you in a second.
No, that's fine, do that.
says, the Reese Adrin will bestow his award for who he thinks is worthy of carrying the name of Faluna towards betterment. Me, I've spent my life trying to perfect the spiritualness of Faluna. Oh, what have I got here? Why am I getting sent? Anyway, you are talking to a high priestess, man.
Oh, brilliant. I love it. I love all the moments of it.
So you go up in her personal chamber. On the far room, there's like a bed on one side and all her belongings on the other side. For the three main gods. And she sort of beckons you guys to come to the little shrines, and she asks you to pray towards the gods that are the god that you guys best feel accustomed to.
I am going to pray to Jory because Jory is my god.
It's probably Denala for me.
Yeah. So you both guys, settle down in her private sort of like prayer room, and Hector's praying to Jirai, and Din is praying to Denala. And she comes up and she sits in between you guys. Swide's temple sort of off to Jirai's on the right and Denala's in the middle, and you guys are both sitting there like on the floor praying. And Denala comes up and she has like these pieces of cloth, and it looks like they're wrapping something. And she touches Din on the shoulder, and she sort of like acknowledges that he is praying. And then she sits down in front of Hector with her legs like sort of like on her knees sort of thing. And she says, Hector, you truly are a son of Jirai. How can I ever thank you?
It's part of my journey to bring Jirai to people. Basically, anything I can do in order to spread the good word and to bring peace and prosperity to the people of the world is thank enough for me.
And she's just
converting.
She's really considering converting to Jirai, but her heart follows Denali, as she is pretty much the epitome of the Denali religion. Denali religion. And she pulls out a little package, and she says, I don't mean to be biased, but this is an elven city, and as is tradition, we try to welcome our elves like equals. And we try to bring a bit of like togetherness between everybody, and it's important to us. And it doesn't matter whether you're a religion or Jirai, and Din's a follower of Denali, we all follow. And she sort of unwraps this little package, or she gives you this little fabric-covered package. And as you start to unravel it, you look at that, and as soon as you fold it out, you know exactly, because this is something you've been waiting for quite a long time in the years that you've been a follower of Jirai. She's gifted to you the sanctimonial glasses of your religion, and they basically look like really cool sunglasses. I'll throw a little description in the chat. And she says, please, this means so much to me. I was given this by a follower of yours, but of a much higher renown. But he gave this to me, and he says, as soon as you find the next follower of Jirai, please give this to him.
I will...
Am I meant to have seen this yet?
No, you're in the pub getting drunk.
So, I have not seen this yet.
No.
Fair enough.
You're in the
okay.
pub getting drunk.
No, I'm good with that. I just wanted to check.
I will cherish these, and the moment I find the next true follower of Jirai, I will pass these on.
Yeah. And you know these glasses, basically, as soon as a young cleric who follows this path, his journey goes on, and one of the first things someone that's worthy was the Sunnies of Jirai, and they're the dopest motherfucking looking glasses you've ever seen in your life.
They look so fucking sweet.
They
sweet,
are pretty sweet.
You thank her and you put them on, and it just gives you the advantage to all saving throws against being blinded, and a +1 to charisma checks. And as soon as you put them on, you just feel super fucking cool, and you're like, yeah.
I dig.
She sees that you are just really happy, and she sort of like just leaves you to your prayer, and she goes and sits next to Din with her other package.
Out of interest, Vicky,
Yep.
those elves that started the battle that you had earlier tonight.
The what?
The elves.
What about them?
At the battle earlier tonight. Did they have an advantage on saving throws? With wisdom.
What?
Never mind. Let's leave it there.
Is this relevant to the...
Nope.
Anything?
For my own
He's just asking.
For my own curiosity.
All right.
Okay.
Can I please
You're
describe
cutting
this
in and
myself? As we are in this sacred chamber, we hear the shouts of a dragon all the way from the pub. We don't know how drunk he is, but we can hear his voices from far.
What do you mean how drunk he is? You know he's fucking smashed.
we have half a mind to go to the pub and ask him to be quiet while we're in the middle of this private and wondrous ceremony which takes place with elves of a high faith,
What would
and
sound?
ask that he have a bit of
Fair
decorum and
enough.
respect.
Let's move on from there.
Anyway, Hayla, I'll put a picture up to remind you. So basically, she's spoken to Hector, and she's given this gift, and she's super happy because she knows he's like he know what he wanted and be worthy. So she sits and she sort of puts an arm on his shoulder and she says, "You seem very lost, my child."
How so?
She says, "You don't really have any direction, religion, purpose, or meaning. You seem to be just drifting through life without any point to follow."
I suppose that's true.
We'll love it.
You don't care what they say, half, quarter, three. You are still an elf. And here at Faluna, we cherish all of our children, no matter what they are. She says, "You need a path to follow. And I know deep within your heart that you strive for the equality of all elves. And that is all I have ever done. Is this true?"
Can I, in response, just shed a single tear?
Yeah, and she acknowledges.
Yeah. Can I hear what just transpired?
Gibbo,
You don't have super
you're
hearing.
not here. You're at the pub.
No, okay, I'm at the pub. Good, done. I'm out.
They might go to the pub after and they can tell you, alright? Just wait.
No, I want to inspire Todd to be the next high priestess.
She sees the emotion that you give, but she knows already the way that you... She doesn't know your backstory because you've never told her, but she feels that in this world there are a lot of elves, that, especially the ones that don't claim superiority. And she puts this nicely wrapped canvas, like, sort of package in front of you. It's just sort of, like, wrapped nicely. And she puts a hand on it. She says, "I've spent my whole term as High Priestess trying to rid the evil of this." She says, "There is a long history of this item, and it's not a happy one." But she says, "I think that in the right hands of the right elf, that this might not bring terror and destruction to civilizations, but bring hope to all of elves. But I need you to promise me. I need you to promise me that you will take oath upon this bow and wield it for the greater good of all elvenkind."
Is that in Elven?
Yes, it's in Elven.
We
Okay.
can move to the Elven
Continue.
channel if you want.
No. I heard nothing. I heard nothing.
I got
It's in
my fucking
Elven.
knife.
I heard nothing. I just want to double check.
Yes, it's in Elf.
I did said that was in Elven.
No,
I'm in Elven.
What's in it?
Look, we're obviously speaking Elven because there's 3 elves.
I feel like I'm still there though.
Can I ask what is it?
She says it's a bow that a long time ago brought destruction upon many people for the a young elf carried this bow and she sought nothing but revenge. But I want you to take upon this bow and bring nothing but hope and honesty towards all elves. Says that she spent her whole career as the priestess using her magical abilities to drain this weapon of this evil. And she feels like it's time to pass it on to someone that can actually use it.
I say, thank you. I'll do my best to wield it with honor, justice.
She
In
says,
the American way.
she says, promise me. She says, promise me. Take an oath upon this bow.
And I say, I promise on all the broken promises that were made to me.
What?
Like, basically, I promise that I will do as you've asked. You know, to wipe away the dishonor of all the broken promises that were made to me as a child.
Yep. So basically, you unravel this canvas sort of like folded sack, and you see one of the most beautifully made elven bows you've ever seen. And in parts of it, you can see little bone fragments here and there. It's just you really taken back. You have handled many bows in your life before, and this one is really, you've just been awestruck.
I would like to, as Bahamut, grab my religious symbol and...
You're not here. You're at the pub.
Ooh, what have I done there?
and touch everybody within the party with my cure wounds and heal them for 1d8.
And basically, you've heard about this in your travels, and it is the... I don't know why chat's fucking up. It is the legendary oath bow.
No.
That she has bestowed upon you, Din, and you don't know how to take this. You're really just, wow, it is the oath bow. And she sort of explains to you that through her ability to take away this evil that was instilled into this bow, she spent her whole life just taking the evil out of this bow that has lost power. But she says over time, this bow will grow stronger as your oath grows stronger. I don't know whether you can read in the chat. I tried chucking in bow.
No, I can read it.
Well, yeah, no, I'm done.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm going to modify it as a way. What does your bow do now? Damage?
Damage?
Yep.
Hang on. Sorry, I'll just bring it up. 1d8 plus 4. Piercing.
Is the +4 your mod?
Plus 4 piercings, I think that's my modifier.
Yep. Okay, so let's say, regardless of modifiers, I think the bow does a 1d8. This oath bow does a 1d6. Oh, sorry, 2d6.
Damage or to hit?
Damage.
Hang on. I think I can... So it does 2d6.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if your original
2d6 damage. Sorry.
It's a...
Sorry.
Is it strength or... Hang on.
It's a bow.
It's a dexterity.
Basically, you can read on the internet about the oath bow, but as far as I'm concerned, for you, it's I'm just telling you now, it's a weakened oath bow, and it does less than what it may say. It's stronger than your weapon currently.
Yep.
And it will grow to be more powerful as you fulfill your oath.
Yep.
Cool.
We can work out the maths later.
Yeah, I'm just typing it in now.
That is
pretty
super cool though. Didn't take it. Didn't
Hey?
take it.
I'm taking it. I already
Oh,
said
you
I was
haven't-
taking it.
You haven't told her anything.
Oh, I say thank you. I'll do my best. I swear.
I will do my best to protect the people.
No, I changed my wording because it's the oath bow. I have to make an oath.
Yeah,
I
you do.
swear.
She's asking you to make an oath,
Yeah.
bow, that you will do everything within your ability to carry out the equality of all elves.
Yep. I swear that. I swear on all the dishonesty that I've seen to try and write it, and all that
Yep.
on those glasses.
Love
All
it.
The
Love it.
on the honor of the people who have been wronged in our society.
She smiles and she knows you're really all. And she says, "I know you will." And she says, "That's why I decided to give you this." And she sort of like taps you and sort of walks off and sits on her bed, sort of thing, and just hangs out there and waits for you guys to stop praying.
Okay.
I finish off my prayer and I finish off my ceremony that I do, which
Yep.
involves the essential oils and the wiping of the I'm basically talking about oiling myself up.
Yeah, and the pina colada song. We got it.
Yeah, the pina colada song.
I take a bit of time to meditate on like having this weapon
Yeah.
that I heard about as a child. And pray. I don't know. And then I guess eventually once I hear Todd finish lathering himself up, I stand up.
Yeah. So I think this weapon requires attunement.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm guessing you've done that.
I haven't got attunement on here, but it's
Is that the one I've posted or the one you're looking at?
Well, here's the thing. How do you attune? Because my attunement is to sing the pina colada song.
I feel like attunement is
You want your attunement to also be the pina colada song and make that just the stock.
There it is.
Every attunement is the pina colada song.
Hang on. Drag this in. Just give me a minute. It's all a bit of a process. It requires attunement, you say. I haven't got that on my thing yet. But,
attunement requires 1 hour. From what I know.
I take the time while we're doing that to do that. I guess. If that's something I can do. I'm not really sure, because I haven't got it up in front of me.
Yeah.
Dig,
Hey, no worries. If it ever comes, what?
Dig, this is you. Attunement, I do believe, takes 1 hour. It's just a retcon
I
this
can't hear
shit.
ya. You're breaking in and out.
Look, honestly, I feel like attunement takes 1 hour. If that's how you want to do it.
Cool,
1 hour,
attune for
done.
an hour.
Oath bow in here
He,
is the same as a regular bow for me. So all I have to do is change it to 2d6.
And I do apologise for
Yeah, let's run with 2d6 damage your weapon did. If your weapon did 1d8
Yeah?
alone, I'm happy to grant 2d6 for this one.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. That looks legit. And then, I have to add that ability that you wrote down.
Yeah. Cool ability.
Yeah.
And you guys will move on, but you go down, leaving her room, and you guys are like, yeah, man, that was fucking cool. But
That was legit. Todd and I high five. We jump up in the air and high five.
yeah. You guys have sort of seen eye to eye, and I mean Hector and Din, you guys have seen some shit lately, and you guys are really just like, this place for Luna has really brought you two together, and you other on more of an equal playing field. I'm not going to tell you how.
We're both in sync of don't loot corpses in front of like their friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whether or not you see each other as equals, I can't say because I'm not your character. But you guys are sort of feeling in sync. I'm saying you guys like this place has been really good for you guys, and that's all what Faluna has been all about. It's been about bringing the elves together from both all streams of life. But you guys head to Harp and Arrows, and you see Balthazar is there, completely fucking shit faced,
Yes!
and he's saying,
Hang on,
"Hey,"
Tim, before we go any further.
he's like, "Thorag, Sephiroth, why don't you have a drink? And
How
they're
much
like, "No,
gold
no,
does that cost me?
We've got to go to bed." And he's like, "You guys are busters."
But how much gold does that cost me?
What?
Gold.
Yeah, for what?
Getting shit-faced.
6.
All of it.
Alright.
How much money did you get from Reese?
I don't know, 45 minus 6, that's 39, right?
You're the treasurer.
I don't remember you asking for any money.
Hang on. I have 45 gold. You just said minus 6. That's 39.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be treasurer for much longer.
I've got this shit covered in an Excel spreadsheet, so...
Yeah, how much money did you get from Reese?
Well, out of interest, how much money did we get from Race? It was 5 gold per elf we bought alive.
Oh, neat. It works. There you go. There it is.
Yeah, it worked.
11?
I just added a cantrip for it, so it's a bit of a hacky
Yeah.
way to do it now. But
Yeah, so you might have to go into there.
I think I have to declare someone my sworn enemy first. I can't just put it in the weapon.
Wait. How many elves did we get gold-wise from the Colonel Lieutenant?
Hey? The
From
first or the second time?
The first time?
I'm pretty sure he gave you 10 each.
Okay, so when we did the last mission to
Oh, let's put a pin in it. The game is finished. That is the end of the game. Everybody is drinking and having a good time at half an
fair enough. Thank you.
and then we can carry on with all of this. I'm happy to stay up and talk.
Yeah, I'm a bit sure.
I'm just-
for a bit.
Just
Fair
letting you know
enough.
it's officially over.
No, please, thank you.
I also
think you
didn't.
need-
I also didn't successfully take Balthazar's keys when he's passed out.
No.
No.
You should have asked me to do it, man. I'm stealthy as hell.
So how much gold did we get from bringing all the elves back alive and not dead?
0, because we didn't ask for any.
He didn't ask for it. He gave you a medal.
We're too busy. How much can we sell the metal for? No.
No, you're not selling that. You're not selling that medal. You're wearing, like, I am personally going to wear my brooch because it's a big sign of respect for me.
I feel like we Adrian instead. For each elf you bring back alive, it was 5 gold.
Mate,
Mm,
please turn down your mic. You are actually so loud that you're causing static.
It's not his mic, it's his mic.
Yes, but him turning down his sound might also mean that he can stay the same
No,
volume.
Todd, no. It's not set up that way.
Okay.
But bear in
Yes.
mind, yes.
regardless of how much he said, which you should have wrote you were going to get, he didn't give you anything because you didn't ask for it.
You're too busy yelling at. We were too busy yelling at Battle.
We're busy trying to, like, try and get things done. But we ended up with a badge. If you tomorrow want to go and argue for the 200 gold that we would get,
I do not want to
300
argue.
to bring back people, 300 to bring back everyone. If next time you want to go and argue about that, go ahead.
Is there enough people alive that I can revive them?
But right now, we're at the pub, good time, and we just got these nice badges which show that we're heroes, and you should be happy and wonderful and excited that you are a hero in an elf city where elf cities are notoriously shut away because they don't like non-elves.
Yeah, I'm shit-faced. And I'm Dragonborn. I don't give a shit. You're lesser than me.
Hey, Balthazar, are you continuing to drink?
Yes.
Well, I've only got one more beer left, so I might go get it.
But dude, I don't know if you can see that, but no, I'm too good.
Alright, I'm gonna grab
I
one.
don't know if you asked if you
I gotta take a piss though.
would. There we go. Drink.
I'm gonna can.
It's almost like.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh man. Oh, did Gibbo die?
He went to go get drunk more.
He just passed
Yeah.
out, fell out of frame.
Man. Mm. Mm.
So,
Uh,
yeah.
Todd, I'm happy with the glasses I gave you.
Yeah.
I found them like 10 minutes before this session. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Din, I'm willing to work with attack. Because I'm not 100% sure how it works.
Like the Oathbow, because I looked it up because I was curious, was 1d8.
Yeah, the Oathbow is identical to a longbow in my
Yeah, it-
in here.
What, does a 1d8?
Yeah,
Yeah. In the one that's in the what do you call this thing? The compendium.
compendium. Yeah,
Oh,
But I
in
haven't
roll
looked it
20?
up in the. Sorry. Yeah, the roll
In
20
Roll20.
compendium.
Yeah, have you looked in the actual book?
No, I haven't got. Is it in the? Oh, excuse me. Is it in the regular?
I'm not sure. Like, I just found it online.
Because I'm. Hang on. I'll scroll down to that because I have it right here. I've had the handbook open. Is Giro back? I can hear someone breathing.
yeah, he's back.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, I miss you guys.
Weapons. Here we go. 142.
In what book?
I'll tell you what, I only just realised I can do attacks with 2 weapons this game. And it's pretty neat.
What does it do? Are you reading the book?
No, it's not in here.
What's that, sorry?
It's only got super ranged weapons and martial ranged weapons. Even then, it's just like longbow, net, crossbow.
Man, you're cutting.
It hasn't got much info.
I'm gonna can the drain.